everybody loves to say like, oh, I got with him and I got with him for his money. I'm like, I had my own money when I met Mike.
If he didn't have his own money, would he have been somebody that you would have been interested in?
We're too much. When you're this happy and, you know, you're this into each other and we look good and we have fun and our families love each other. And it's like, it's too much. There's just like, something got to be wrong. Let's figure it out. So then you want to start digging.
And then making shit up.
And making shit up. Oh, and they be threatened. When they hear Mike come in, they be like, oh my God, Brit's man is about to show up. Yeah, bitch, my man is showing up. And y'all mad because y'all don't have the same support. And you can tell really quickly people that have a healthy relationship and people who don't.
Do you feel like anybody else in your cast has a healthy relationship? You just answered the question. Why you gotta think that hard, Brit?
This isn't your typical couples podcast. We're more than just husband and wife.
Yeah, baby, we homies.
I know that's right. Come hang out with the flyest, realest,
most hustling couple you know.
And get authentic, uncut perspectives on love,
fly shit,
and everything in between.
Let's go.
Hello, everyone. I am Jenna.
And I'm Danae.
And we are here with the 7th episode of the Love and Fly Shit podcast.
That's right.
And today, we have a freaking fabulous, gorgeous couple here in Atlanta that we are going to introduce y'all to. I know y'all probably already know, but y'all gonna know a lot more about them today.
Yeah.
I am talking about my fine-ass friend, Miss Brit Eady. And she is here with her handsome husband, Mr. Mike Cunningham. He is a wildly successful serial entrepreneur. He's about his business. Brit is an entrepreneur. She is an insurance agent. She's more like a maverick of the insurance industry. She's an expert on that. And she also teaches how to do what she's doing with insurance. Mm-hmm. But on top of that, if y'all don't already know, she is the star of the upcoming 16th season of the Real Housewives of Atlanta.
Yeah.
She is doing her thing, y'all. She is a superstar. And I'm so excited for the world to get to know her because she is a lot. She is a lot. And they are here to tell us all about their love story, all about their businesses, all about their fly-ass lifestyle. How y'all doing today?
How y'all doing?
Just hanging out. Good. How's it going?
We are so happy to be here with y'all.
I know. I'm excited.
Y'all, listen, these two are just a ball of fun. Like, seriously, hanging out with them is a vibe, a party. And so having them here with us to really share their story is such an honor, y'all.
It's an honor.
We are excited.
Thank you.
They are like the epitome of Black love.
That's
like
right.
Real Black love. Like, this is a real husband and wife that have been together, rocking together, and they got a story to tell, right?
That's right.
Lots of stories to tell.
Lots of stories.
Don't get him started.
Yes. So, okay, let's just start off like this. Like, tell us how y'all met.
Okay, I'll start.
You want to start? Okay, go ahead.
I'll tell our love story, baby.
You tell it.
So, me as an insurance agent, I was doing my insurance, and then I get a call, actually from one of your buddies. One of his friends was getting a lot of insurance through me. He was like, yo, I got this insurance agent. She just got me the craziest rate on this Cullinan. Bro, you got to meet her. So I guess he sent my info to you.
He did.
Mike called my office and he got a quote.
In hopes that I could save some money.
Hope that he could save some money. He called my office to get a quote. And it was so funny because when I was running his information in the system, I was like, okay, Mike Cunningham. And when you're an insurance agent, it'll pull up like spouses, family members, whatever. I was like, are you married? He's like, absolutely not. I am not married. So I was like, okay, well, we see he's not married. And we were good friends. And it went from me doing your insurance to us dating. We went to Vegas.
Okay.
And in September, and we was engaged by Christmas.
Whoa, you knew what you wanted, Mike.
Yeah.
So he went from absolutely not married to
Yes.
about to propose in a matter of months.
Yeah.
Oh my
And
gosh.
And you say it was just a phone call. You hadn't seen her.
Oh no, we were already friends and hanging out. And stuff,
Okay,
so
Yeah.
okay.
But we were just friends. Yeah.
Yeah.
And our first time that we actually decided to, take it a step further and like go on a date. He was like, you know what? You've been so busy in the office. How about you coming to Vegas for the weekend? I was like, wait a minute. Now, if I come, I just want to let you know it's not that type of party. So are you sure you still want to come? He was like, nah, come. Mike, he's so cool and so chill. So I went to Vegas. We had a ball. And we came back. It was my birthday. We spent my birthday together in October.
Okay.
And then we did we got our engagement and Christmas in Beverly Hills. Well,
Correct, but you missed out on. We went to New York. We went to Miami.
we did a couple of trips.
Couple of
Okay.
trips.
When we started dating, well, after our first initial date in September, we was traveling everywhere. New York, Miami. Where did we go? Everywhere.
New York, Miami. I think we went back to Vegas.
We went to Vegas a couple of more times. But since we had since our September trip, we were together every day. So
Wow.
he couldn't get enough of me. So he fell in love with his insurance
She
agent.
couldn't get enough of me either.
Clearly.
Let's not make it one-sided.
So y'all kind of knew right away, like, hey, I want her.
Correct.
So let me ask you this, Mike. So when she asked you, were you married? And you said absolutely not. Were you one of those guys that was like, I'm never getting married? Or are you just...
No, I was divorced from a previous marriage.
Oh, okay.
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah, but it was like 10 years before I even met Brittany.
But I saw the name. I saw her name was Cunningham in the system. I was like, wait a minute, who is this?
Right.
And he was like, oh no. He was like, that was like 12 years ago.
Okay.
Right.
So I
I
was
just had to
like,
clarify.
yeah.
Okay,
So
I
I was
get
like,
it.
would you get married again? And at the time, he was like, nah, I can't see myself getting married. And
So what
sure
made you
enough.
change your mind?
Look at God. Right.
So what made you change your mind when you got with Miss Brit?
Whew, Miss Brett. All right. Let's see. Where do we start? She was very different.
Okay.
She was different. Kind of like a breath of fresh air.
Mhm.
So yeah.
That's
I
right.
had all my shit together.
You had all your
You
shit
know how it is
together.
in Atlanta? Dating
Yeah.
in Atlanta? Oh my God.
Yes. A lot of fake
That's a
stuff
whole
going
that's a
on.
whole nother conversation.
That's a whole
But
nother
yeah,
conversation.
but
You know, everybody loves to say like, "Oh, I got with him, and I got with him for his money." I'm like, I had my own money when I met Mike.
That's right. I know
But let
that's
me ask you
right.
this. If he didn't have his own money, would he have been somebody that you would have been interested in?
Absolutely not.
I know.
Okay.
Because I like me an established man because I need a man that that's equally yoked.
That's
So
right.
I know that's right. I say that same thing
So
all the
Mike,
time.
when your partner told you, like, Mike, I got this insurance agent, you know what I'm saying? She
Right.
putting these did he say, hey, bruh, she that?
He did.
All right,
talk
all right, tell me
about
about
that
that. Tell me about that
combo.
for it, Mike.
No, he did. Nah, he told me. I mean, obviously, he's like, I got this new insurance agent. She saved me a couple $,
But-
and she also, she's bad as hell. She's fine. She got her shit together. He threw all that in there.
He
So
threw the
he
shit
threw,
on it.
yeah,
All right.
he threw it on there.
That's why
So
those calls end up being FaceTimes.
the calls turned to
Start
FaceTime.
FaceTime and insurance agent.
Right.
So was Mike
Try-
like super charming? in
Trying
the
to get a
beginning?
little bit of savings.
You know what? Mike was always very just understated, very chill, very low key. Like I would have never known anything about Mike, but like, me being an insurance agent, I get to see how many rooms, how many square footage in the house, how many vehicles, how many So I was kind of able to kind of run like the whole thing. No, I'm just kidding, baby. No, but I can kind of see his assets through doing his insurance. So
Uh-huh.
I was like, he's really chill, but I would have never known
Mhm.
because Mike never came off as like a flashy guy.
Mhm.
So for me, I was like, that's a breath of fresh air, something different, a guy that's, not trying to impress me with what he has. And he was just different than any guy I've ever dated. So I was like, I like this.
Okay. So Mike, tell me, bro, with you being, laid back, private, out the way, you know what I'm saying? Kind of getting your bag really on the backside, not in front of everybody.
Correct.
Like, how is it now? You know what I'm saying? Y'all being married and like you to the public now. for us.
She's my best friend.
That's right.
So I don't even remember what it looked like before.
That's right. That's dope.
Yeah.
So that's how you know it's real.
That's how you know.
That's
it's
how you know
real.
it's real. Like you
Yeah,
just like I'm going with the flow.
We're with each other 90% of the day,
All
most of the time,
day.
That's how
all
we
the
are.
That's
time.
how we are.
That's how we are. Because
Exactly.
we run our businesses together.
Yeah.
And we do everything together. It's just like
Yeah.
I don't want to be without him.
Yeah.
Me and Britt talk about this all the time. It's
Yeah.
like when you're married and you got a good man, like you don't want to just hang out with your friends.
You
You want to
don't.
hang out with your man and your friends
Yeah.
together. You know what I'm
Yeah.
saying? Or just
Yeah.
your man.
Or you want to hang out with other people that are like-minded. So
Like-minded,
Yes.
other
Yup.
couples who all about their relationship.
Mhm.
Yes.
So with us, we like to be around other couples that are obsessed with each other.
Yes.
So
Right.
because other people are my single friends, they can't always
They
relate.
can't relate.
It's true.
So for us, we don't want to be the ones that are like, oh, shoot for the stars and maybe you should date this type of man and you should go for
Mhm.
this type of woman. We get tired of those conversations. So when we're around other like-minded individuals or couples, then it's kind of like a breath of fresh air because we can all relate.
Yes. And a lot of times they don't really understand either. They can't relate and they don't understand. They've never had that love. So they don't even know how to really look at it. Like they think you just being overly like touchy-feely. I can't help it.
Right.
I want to kiss them. I'm not doing this to make you jealous or to make you mad or make you uncomfortable.
Absolutely.
I'm not gonna stop doing it.
Most people can't understand
They
that
can't understand
unless
that.
they've experienced it themselves.
That's true.
That's
That's true.
Yeah.
So tell me this, Mike, when you know what I'm saying, now that like you married, now like you say, you like being around your wife, kicking it with your lady. So like, is it getting difficult to hang out with your single partners? Is it getting
That's a good question.
It's not getting. I wouldn't say it's getting difficult. You kind of evolve.
Yeah.
You evolve. The universe starts universing. You just.
But I mean,
shift.
we know involving, and we got bros that we didn't came from the dirt with. They ain't walking the same path that you walk.
They're not. So it's harder. It's harder for them to like kind of understand.
Or do they ever like kind of, damn, bro, like,
no,
Mike?
They used to.
In the very beginning. But now, like, you know, being already 4 years going on to 5.
Yeah.
Mike, like, don't get me caught up. I ain't gonna answer these
No,
questions.
because I mean, I
like,
get the jokes. They be like, hey, bro, you woo in there. And then at the end of the joke, like, your lady gonna let you ride. It don't matter if I don't want to go.
Like, it don't even get to that point.
Because we so used to just being
each other.
us.
Yeah.
That's how
that's
we
all
are.
we know.
That's all we know. So we gotta be around other people that's the same.
Yeah.
Like-minded folks.
Yeah.
That's hard.
Yeah, that's how we are too.
Because I used to feel that way in the beginning. I'd be like, babe, go out. And he'd be like, nah, I'm cool. Like, they just doing the same stuff over and over.
I swear.
And so then it became a situation where his friends would be like, yo, hook me up with a wife. I need a wife. And I'm like, no,
it don't
bro.
work like that.
No.
Yeah.
I was like, you have to actually do the right thing.
Yes.
For me to introduce you to someone respectable, you know. So you've got to be a catch as well.
Right. Let me ask you this though. Okay, at this age, we're in our 30s now. Do you feel like you can match? What is it called? Matchmake somebody at this age. Like, do you feel like there's somebody in your friend group that is ready for love in at this time in their life? Is it too late?
I would say no. What do you think?
I feel like I don't like to matchmake anymore because I don't like to meddle. I don't like to meddle. And then if shit don't work out, I don't want to be responsible. And typically in those type of situations, it's always one person who's ready and the other person is kind of like on the fence. So I told Mike when his friends are like, Brit, introduce me to somebody like you. I was like, absolutely not. He knows it. I would not introduce none of my friends to none of his guy friends.
For real? Is it because you don't think they're ready?
Multiple reasons.
Multiple reasons. Yeah. One reason, them not being ready, and two, like it's got to make sense. Yeah. So I want the expectations to make sense. Like, look, girl, I'm gonna let you know. He says he wants a wife, but he really just wants a homie, lover, and a friend.
Yeah. Not homie, lover, friend, and wife.
I haven't heard that. Right. Wow.
Yeah, more friend than a wife.
Yes. Oh my goodness. Yeah. So you guys are like, oh my gosh, so cute. Like y'all, they do be all up on each other when they in public. It don't matter.
Oh, we are always. They be like, get a room.
No, that's dope though, man, because it show the realness. You know what I mean? It's definitely when you see a man doing it. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Right.
Exactly.
And that's what I've always loved about Mike. It was like for me, what did it, he always stood alone. You know how some guys, like, they don't want to do too much around their friends or, you know, they could be persuaded or whatever. Mike was never like that. He was like, this is what I like. This is what I want. Nobody can tell me nothing. You can't speak on my lady. You can't speak on my woman. This is what I got. Like, she's off limits.
That's dope.
He always had your back.
Yeah. And for me, it was like, we always chose each other.
We did.
So.
Oh, that's dope.
We do.
And I was gonna say, y'all still choosing each other to this day. And y'all still act like newlyweds. Like,
that's
just so in love. Like, every vacation is a honeymoon.
Oh, every single one.
Yes.
It's always a vibe.
That's dope.
Yeah.
That is so good. So now, with Brit being the new star, I'm claiming that she's a star of Real Housewives. How has that changed your relationship? Or not change your relationship, but maybe change your life as a couple.
The dynamic and everything. Yeah. How do you feel, honey?
I don't think it changes the dynamic. It's just an adjustment period like anything else.
Okay.
But it doesn't change the dynamic or how I feel about her. I would think how you feel about me, right?
No, it doesn't change any dynamic. For me, it is tough because I'm so like my marriage, my relationship, like my love is so personal. So like being in the spotlight or putting your marriage on display, it can't allow everybody to have an opinion
Right.
or, just, everybody has something to say and the typical pressure that we wouldn't typically have, now we have to kind of navigate through that. So I do think about, okay, we didn't have to worry about certain things before. Now I'm like, damn, it's gonna be all these people in your DMs now, and all these
It's not
people every time
it's
we
not
go
difficult
places.
navigating. It's like it does pose some challenges, but it's not difficult.
But it hasn't aired yet, Mike.
No,
When it
It
comes
hasn't
out,
aired yet, no.
it's gonna be different. They're gonna start recognizing you. So
Yeah, and
Brit,
he hates
I don't like-
any
That's
type
what it's
of
gonna be like,
recognition.
That was my
though.
next
He
question.
hates
Like,
it.
yeah,
I don't like all that shit.
I know you don't
Yeah.
like it. So like, y'all gonna be out. Y'all not gonna be able to
I'm
have those
used
private
to
moments.
it.
Yeah, Brit's been an it girl forever.
Yeah,
so she's
I'm
used to it.
to,
But
like,
Mike, you so low key. But they gonna know who you are.
I know.
You're not gonna be able to go nowhere in
he
Atlanta
hates
without them
that.
recognizing you.
Yeah, I don't like that. I can see here a lot of y'all. I don't like it.
You don't
like,
like
He
it.
doesn't like it, but
It's cool. I mean, I welcome it. I understand that this is what we have, but at
Yeah.
the same time, it's not my first choice.
Not your
Yeah.
So
first-
let
I
me ask you
feel
this:
I
was there
feel
any
you.
hesitation when Brit said, "Hey, they called me to do Housewives"? Did you immediately say, "Yes, babe, I support you. I want to do it," or was it kind of
Well,
some hesitation?
There was some hesitation for a while because it
Yeah.
wasn't
both
the
of
first
us.
for both of us. It
Okay.
wasn't the first time this option was potentially on the table. So
You know how they do. They come to the same people every
Yeah.
year.
Yeah.
and I kept saying no, no,
Really?
and no.
No, yeah.
I feel you, bro.
Mike was
'cause-
not. He was like, He's like, it's too much. Like, I don't want that much exposure.
It's
Just
the
like,
highest
'cause
level
he's
of
so
it's
chill.
the highest level of extracurricular activity.
Yeah, I feel you. I feel you.
Extracurricular
Like these
activity.
folks want to know where I live. They want to
Every
see all
day.
my stuff. It's just too much.
Like,
Yeah,
it's
it's
a
just so
lot.
invasive.
It's very
is.
invasive.
So
It is.
it's,
But see,
it's
I
a
think
lot.
the advantage to it is that not only does it create a platform for you, but it
Absolutely.
also gives you the ability to really inspire and influence people
That's what
in
I
a
like.
positive way,
That's
right?
what I like.
You
Yeah.
can change
Yeah.
the narrative
Yep.
You
for
can.
the way they perceive
Yeah.
that show.
Yeah.
And I feel like, Brit, you're going to do that. You're going to be relatable, but also you're going to show them the good, the bad, the ugly, and how you can aspire to be really successful, but also just a really
Absolutely.
good person and have a healthy marriage, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Absolutely. Because I guess for me, it's like my goal was always, have my businesses. Because like a lot of people don't know, like when I decided to launch my insurance agency, I really wanted to move to Miami because I felt
Oh.
like women in Miami were more serious about business
Really?
and just more like they take themselves more serious. I felt like a lot of women in Atlanta, a lot of beautiful, attractive women were just comfortable just getting by off their looks. And I just felt like a lot of women were looking to get chose opposed to taking care of their business and being your own boss to where when you are who you are, the right man will step to you to where you come as you are. So you don't have to, make yourself small to wait for a man to choose you. So
Chose. It's the word of the day.
Yo, go, keep going, Brit. You
yeah,
cooking.
so for
Yeah.
me, I was like, you know what? I want to move to Miami. All my girlfriends in Miami were uberly successful, just really taking their businesses really serious. And I felt like a lot of my friends locally was just waiting for a man to save them. I mean, it is what it is.
Mhm.
And I just
It is
felt
what it
like
is.
my
Mhm.
priorities and like my goals didn't align with everybody. So I was like, you know what? I'm gonna go to Miami. And it's gonna force me to like even go harder.
Yeah.
So it's
Mhm.
like I was in a space where I inspired a lot of my friends. So I was like, I want to be around other individuals that inspire me. I want to go harder.
Right.
I want to be like, oh my God, wow, how did you do that?
Mhm.
So when COVID happened, I couldn't open my agency in Miami. So I decided to stay in Atlanta. And from there, I told a few of my girlfriends, I said, starting this agency, I want to get out of the circle of men that I typically attract.
Mhm.
So with opening this agency, I'm going to be around more business professionals, more like-minded people,
Yes.
and maybe a different quality of men I might meet. And so my girlfriend's like, "Oh my God, Britt, you called it." And so when I launched my agency, I not only enjoyed the grind of the business, I enjoyed the respect that came along with, opening up an all-state insurance agency because it's the creme de la creme of the insurance industry. So it's not anything that anybody could just hand to you. You got to actually go through the work. You got to actually get the licensing. You got to actually, build the relationships. And in my first month of business, I landed Rolls Royce as a contract.
Okay.
So for me, the proof was always in the pudding. So I was like, I'm gonna show people that whatever you thought of me, you can't take this away from what I accomplished with business. And so, and literally in my first couple of months of business, I met Mike and I ended up meeting my fiance. So everything that I wanted was always on the other side of the hard work that I was willing to put in.
Yes,
That's dope.
girl.
That's dope.
And see, that's what I like, because I feel like with a lot of reality shows,
Yeah.
they cast people based on their personality, not really their success.
Yeah.
And you came into it, you already have the success, you already have the lifestyle. And you are
Yeah.
showing people every day how you do it with your insurance agency, with the way you teach insurance.
And then I also have
Yes.
Agency Jumpstart, which is it teaches women how to open up their own agency. Because I got a lot of girls and men and it's funny because a lot of my young cousins and friends and girlfriends are like, Britt, you inspired me to want to get to the insurance industry. Nobody ever did insurance the way I did. I made insurance sexy. So I was the one that was the insured to the celebrities and the stars and I used all of my network from back when I used to do, you know, TV and film and be in the entertainment industry. So I used my whole entire Rolodex and I took those relationships and used them as, well, not use them. I created this huge empire with insurance from that.
Yes, yes.
So,
Mike, were you impressed by that when you met her?
I was.
Super impressed,
That's
right?
dope. That's
Like,
dope.
dang, she a bad bitch.
She had
Like,
her
how
shit
she
together,
do it?
yeah.
Yes.
Yeah. So it was very easy. I feel like with a lot of men, the first question is like, why is she here? But when you can take off the fact that she's not here for my money, I think it makes building a relationship a lot easier.
They do.
Right, baby?
That's right. It does.
They are just so cute. Okay. So, wow.
Yeah.
And
That's
then let's
dope.
talk about Bare Naked, because you had
Yeah.
a beautiful launch party for Bare Naked at the Country Club.
Pre-launch. Yes.
Yes, pre-launch.
Yes.
And tell us more about that. What inspired you to go into shapewear?
So with Bare Naked, I had always wanted to have my own shapewear, loungewear line. But with having an insurance agency, like there just wasn't any time.
Yeah.
So I had actually developed my LLC probably back in like 2019.
Mhm.
So a lot of people think I just came up with this, but it's something that I have been wanting to do. But me as a business owner, I said, you know what? I want to have my bread and butter first, have my business that, you know, takes care of me no matter what, no matter regardless of what my man has going on. And then I want to have something that is a passion, you know, goal of mine. So with Bare Naked, it's my loungewear, it's my shapewear, and I mean, I'm even wearing it now. I wear it with literally
okay.
everything.
That's dope.
So, it's something that, you know, the everyday woman, they want to look good, they want to feel good in their clothes, and not everybody wants to always get plastic surgery or whatever the case may be. Sometimes you just want something to pull you in, suck you in, and you can be the most confident version of yourself. So for me, it was a product that I felt like a lot of girls wore but never wanted to talk about.
Yes.
So I wanted to, you know, start a line that was relatable to not just my girlfriends, but girls that are like, "Hey, Britt, you look good. How you?" I'm like, "Girl, it's the shapewear I got on."
Yes, you making it sexy. Yes.
So yeah, so I'm excited about that. I've been working on it, and so I believe we're gonna launch in the first quarter of 25.
Awesome.
So we're working on all that, and we've got some really dope, exciting things. So it's gonna be, and I'm gonna make sure you get some as
Girl,
well.
yes.
So
I want all the pieces, all the
I'm
colors.
excited. Yes,
I want
so
all of it.
Bare Naked, everybody's gonna really love it.
Yes. I'm excited for it.
Yes.
And y'all listen, Mike is looking at her like, that's my baby.
That's my baby. I know
swear,
that's right,
As you're
Mike.
talking, he's smiling. It's almost like you giving him chills. Like, it's like, I don't know, like he's proud of you. I can see it in his eyes.
Thank you, baby.
That is such a
Yeah.
beautiful thing.
That's dope, man. That's
Yeah.
dope, and it's super dope. Like I just said before, like being a man, and like I'm
Yeah.
showing it. This mine,
Yeah.
and I'm representing this. You gonna notice me.
Yeah.
That's hard,
Yeah.
bro. That's hard. I can respect that.
So, Mike, with Britt already being an it girl, she's gorgeous. We're in Atlanta. Like, how do you feel like you have to protect your union and just kind of be overprotective of her with her celebrity?
I feel like she gets tried a lot.
Okay.
There's always gonna be negative energy,
know
but it
that.
just seems like I don't know. To me, it seems like there's a little bit more in Atlanta than the average place.
Yeah.
So to protect it, Just awareness. She's always with me. She's
He's
very
so
rarely
protective.
I can
she's
tell.
out alone. So we're
Yeah.
usually always
I'm
together.
never out just alone after dark. None of that.
No. I'm always just paying attention.
Yeah.
I pay a lot of attention all the time.
And he even knows, even just with girlfriends, like girls have like I've fallen out with girls over the silliest stuff, and
Like
he's
what?
like, I see it, just jealousy or just, you've seen it,
I've
honey.
seen it. No, at the end of the day, everyone on the front end is always gonna say, "Oh, I'm so proud of you," and this, that, and third. But that's not necessarily always the case.
Yeah.
There's
Your
there's a
friends-
lot of hate. There's a lot of jealousy.
Yeah.
So you just need to pay attention.
Yeah, my
Yeah.
friends haven't always been the most supportive,
They have
or
not.
just
crazy.
they feel like it shouldn't happen to me. Why her or whatever?
Yeah. So when that happens, Mike, is that's like before they show, like, because sometimes it
Oh,
take
I'll-
time.
I'll tell her.
You tell her. That's
I'll-
what I'm
I'll-
saying.
I'll-
Okay.
He do me the same way.
I'll
Yeah.
always tell them, like, hey, you might want to watch
He
that.
does
watch
me
that.
the same
Yeah.
way. He be like, your friend, she jealous, or
Yeah.
she hating, or she not really
You-
supportive. Y'all see it before we do.
Yeah.
For sure.
You guys might not always see it firsthand, and a third
we're
party,
living in
a
it.
second party looking in can probably see it because you guys are living in it.
Yeah.
It's
Yeah.
easier for us to see it as the male role model in the situation.
Yeah.
We might catch it first, where you guys, it might take a little bit longer.
Exactly.
It's just what it is. It's
Yeah.
like
Or
That's
even just like jealous of like the energy, or
Yeah.
like just
everybody that doesn't have that same energy can't always relate.
No.
So
No.
they don't
or
understand.
can't just be happy in the
Can't be
moment.
happy for you,
Yeah.
right?
Crazy you said that because I tell her all the time.
Yeah,
like,
it's
those
tough.
smiles and y'all communicating with each other the way
Yeah.
y'all, that's
Yeah.
it get difficult for people.
It
man.
does.
You know what I'm
Yes.
saying? Especially when
Yeah.
they don't have
It gets
Yeah.
very
it get
difficult.
very difficult.
Makes them
man.
uncomfortable.
And you gotta watch the ones that are like, everybody wants a mic. Everybody wants,
Yeah.
Brit, you're so lucky. You have a man that's just
That's what you
always
gotta
comes
watch.
to your rescue. You're so lucky. And then Michael be like, yo, like,
Yo,
or he'll
like-
tell me like, if one of
Why she so hyped?
right,
Yeah, what?
That's a flag.
That's
to
a
me,
flag.
like-
They
Yeah.
throw that flag.
flag on
Yeah.
a play, like,
Yeah.
or Michael be like, yo, your friend kind of hugged me a little too tight,
Yeah.
like,
You
Look,
never know though.
and
Look,
I'm over here like, no, she not. And Mike's
And
like,
that's how
yo,
they be like, no, I'm watching her.
Mike's like, look, if I picked up on it, then
it's
watch
too
her.
much. It's
Yeah.
too much if I call it. Yeah.
that's crazy. It is like that, and I just
Yeah.
feel like
it's tough
it is
because you want to
tough.
see the good in everybody.
You
Yeah.
do, and you
Yeah.
don't want to believe that somebody that you've known for a while, even
Yeah.
somebody you've known for a short time,
Yeah.
isn't happy for you, because
right.
it's hard for me to relate to those feelings because I don't have them. Like, I literally be
Exactly.
genuinely excited about other people's success.
So am I.
It makes me so
too.
happy.
Me too.
Like, I get
But-
y'all are giving me chills seeing y'all together.
Everybody's not like that.
That's
No.
crazy,
No.
right?
They not.
No.
They not.
Yes.
And that's
And-
why you got to have equally yoked friends.
Yeah.
as well.
Exactly.
Because then they'll come over and be like, "Oh, you got this, you got this, you got that. Oh, when did you get this?" Or
Mhm.
and then they go home to their other friends like, "See, I don't know. Like, I
Yeah.
mean, it probably did it. Like,
yeah,
like,
like they probably just got
man.
it this way, or it's probably not this.
Yeah.
Girl, no, we got it.
We
Yeah.
got
Okay,
it.
and we
Like,
get it again.
yeah.
Like, what are you talking about?
So
And I
it's
just, I don't know.
Yeah.
It's hard. It took a while for me to accept that because, again, I don't know what those feelings even feel like.
Yeah.
And
exactly.
then, but I started to recognize things, and it's crazy because y'all will notice before we do.
I don't know what
Absolutely.
those feelings look like either, but I can identify.
can
I
see
can
it.
identify
Yeah.
them
Yeah.
quick.
You can
You know,
see
I
it.
can identify them
Yeah.
quick.
You see
'Cause
it.
you always pick up on it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's just second nature for me.
And then Mike
too.
goes, "You're a lot just for the average
She is.
woman, male, whoever. So you got to be really confident just to be able to like stand in the same space
That's
as
true.
me."
That's the same
Sure.
thing. Remember that one day you posted a meme and you said when you're really like an introvert, but you have an extroverted job.
Yes.
And I DM'd you, I was like, girl, that is me. Every time I come home,
Yes.
I'd be like, baby, I can't do it.
I
I
know.
just want to come home. I remember I said to you, I want to just go home with my man. That's all I want to do. Like,
yes,
and you
that's
come home and
me.
tell him everything. And it's
yeah.
like, oh my gosh, I wish you were
Yeah.
there. Because
Absolutely.
like-
and then people don't want to see you happy, so they'll
Yes.
try to, poke at what
Yeah.
you have. They'll try to
Mhm.
penetrate,
No, they
Yes.
will.
or they'll try
They
to
will.
infiltrate.
They would try
you
to
know.
they're right there.
So
Yes.
it's just I be trying to tell Mike, I'm like, yo, your friends might not be happy for
And
you.
I
man,
tell
I'm
him the same thing
like-
too
I'm like,
sometimes.
don't. I say, they might be like, oh, bro, come like they be the
man,
main
they be
ones, and the
main-
second, things don't go well, then they be all happy, see, da-da-da, when really all along, they want you to be right there where they at. Misery loves
Miserable.
company.
Misery
love
does
it.
love
They
company.
love it.
For
Yeah.
sure.
And
Yeah.
growth scare people.
Yes.
Growth
Yep.
scare people, especially
does.
the closest.
And see,
Yeah.
the thing is, like, you can be quote unquote successful, have money, and still not be happy.
Mhm.
So
Absolutely.
sometimes it's people that are on your level as far as like
Yeah.
money and status
Yeah.
and lifestyle.
Don't mean nothing.
It don't mean nothing. They not
They're not
They're
happy.
not happy.
I mean, it's prime examples right
Yeah.
now. Like,
Yeah.
I just feel like we are blessed to have what we
We're
have.
so blessed.
And I wish everybody could have it, but they can't. So you got to protect yourself from those that don't understand it, and don't appreciate it, and don't support you.
Correct.
And
Yeah,
it's sad, but it's true.
And I feel like for me, the hardest part is like when you go so hard to like build and you have things that you're like, this is honest, I work for this, and then people that can't relate or they don't like or they just want to tear you down and they'll create lies and stories and just whatever it is so that other people can't see you in the same light. So for me, that's the hardest part that I deal with is like, you know, the naysayers that are trying to like rip you apart when, you know, people will people will glorify or they will what is it when they just sensationalize like stories or create stuff when they know things aren't true, but they just want anything to try to like tear you apart and make
Any
people
little
not
thing.
love you.
And make people look at you different. You know what I mean?
Yeah, they
Like,
want people to look at you
You tell me
differently.
that all
I
the
tell her all the
Yeah.
time, but I had to
And it's
understand.
tough
Yes.
because anybody will believe whatever because it's just it's fun. It's gossip. When really it's like, no, this is my real life.
Yes.
So
And you know what? That brings me to think about this. Like, I feel like since you started the show,
yeah.
you have encountered a lot of jealousy.
Yeah.
You're probably the youngest, I think.
I am the youngest.
You're the youngest.
On my season.
Yes. And you just have this huge personality to where you're not intimidated by any of the other girls. And I think some of them are intimidated by you.
100%.
100%. I noticed it's just being in the room, right?
Yeah.
And
you
so,
can
like,
feel it.
I can feel it. I can feel it. Because when I first met you, you just, hey girl, hey Jenna, how you doing? It's
Yeah.
just like genuine energy.
Yes.
Like, I
Yeah.
remember I told you, I was like, dang, you so real. Like,
Yeah.
and some people won't know that about you. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And other people
they're too
can't
busy
handle
trying to
it.
look
Exactly.
and like pick.
Exactly.
Oh well, she might not this or did this. It's like if you too busy trying to pick me apart, then
Right.
girl.
You'll miss it.
Right.
Yeah.
Right. And I think the thing is, like, you really are going to surprise people when they really get to know you.
Yeah.
Because a lot of people can't see through the exterior. They think, oh, beautiful
Exactly.
girls are just stuck up. Beautiful girls are just
Right.
this. And I go through that too. I feel like
Yeah.
people get the wrong impression by
Always.
because when you're like
You're
outgoing
young,
and
you're outgoing,
yeah.
you're
Yeah.
attractive, you're successful, you're sexy, you're
Yes.
confident.
Yes.
Oh, she must be this or she must be
Yes.
that. No, I'm confident.
Yes. Yes.
Everybody doesn't like that.
And so, as this relates to the show,
Yeah.
I got to talk about this because it's like the
Absolutely.
elephant in
Yeah.
the room.
Yeah.
So, I've personally met Kenya,
Yeah.
and I swear to God, the first day we were all in the room that I met
Yeah.
Kenya,
You
I
gotta
could
grab-
sense
I
that
grab a
when
little
you
shot for that one.
listen, we were having a conversation, and I could hear her and another person talking about you. And this is kind of my first time being around all the ladies. So I'm
Yep.
like, what is they were just teaming up on her.
Picking.
I saw this with my own eyes, right?
I
But me
believe
not
it.
knowing everybody well enough, I didn't really say anything. I just kind of peeped the room. And then next thing I know, we're at an event. It's that person's event, and she chooses to make that event about Brit. Craziness, right? She wants to start a
Can't make
narrative
this
about
shit
Brit.
up.
I was so mad because that day I was doing media, and I had just got on the carpet and told her, congratulations. I'm so happy for you. This is empowering women. And here
Yeah.
you go and completely do the opposite. So now,
karma is real.
fast forward,
Karma is real.
my girl Brit will forever go down in history as the one that got the girl off the show. Hey, I said
Pretty
it.
much.
I said it pretty much. And I feel like a lot of people are happy about that. I feel like the people that are her fans, when they see what really happened and how it played out, because this is just, it was diabolical.
Sometimes you gotta remember the what you put out in some way somehow will come right back.
come
in
back.
What you get back.
tenfold.
What you will get back.
Yes.
That's right.
So karma's real.
Yes.
So, and we will see on season 16 how it unravels, and a lot of people are going to be shocked, and a lot of people are. Whew, it's intense. So, it's gonna be a really good season.
I can't wait to see it.
It's gonna be a really good season, and I did not anticipate this being my first season dealing with with everything that came along with this whole fiasco with Kenya, and I mean, this was a very intense season, just for the experience. But it's man,
It's
I
a
it's
truly
lot.
tough
believe.
talking about it.
Is
I'll
I
it?
just
feel
say
you.
that.
I feel you.
Aw.
It's tough discussing this, but outside of that situation, it's still gonna be a very lighthearted show. So
It is.
No,
It's gonna
that's
be
dope.
fun, I think.
it's gonna be fun.
I
Yeah.
think,
We definitely got the drama,
yeah,
obviously.
yeah.
But I think people will be able to get to see a closer look at who I really am.
Mhm,
And I am somebody where I stand firm on my own 2 feet.
mhm.
So, and I'm fine with standing alone if that means me standing on what's right. And I feel like a lot of people aren't that way. So, I don't mind being on an island by myself.
Mm,
But at the end of the day, I feel like real recognizes real. And I think everybody will be very pleased with what they see.
I got one for you,
So,
Mike. You know, you got your lady beautiful. She out in the public, man. I'm sure them shots they coming through. Them shots coming through. I know you
what
catching them and you.
shots? What does that mean?
I mean the shots of other men shooting their shot. He know what I'm
I'm
talking
su-
uh-huh.
about.
I'm sure.
Yeah,
I know they are.
yeah. You
Yeah.
know they. How you handle that?
I just got faith and trust in her. It's something that I just can't control.
Yeah,
I can only worry about the things that are on my side of the
that's
fence.
right. That's right,
Yeah,
brother.
I mean,
That's
it's
right.
just one of those things.
That's probably one of the things I was most surprised about Mike.
Mhm.
He's very secure
Yeah.
That's dope.
and like
That's dope.
nothing bothers him. Like sometimes I used to want to like throw a little salt in the mix just to like
Not so.
Yeah, you
just
know
to
it's
kind
out
of just
there to
see a
see how you
little
gonna
bit.
react to it.
But he's so just level-headed and he
That's
just
dope.
plays it so cool. I'm like then I was like, wait a minute, you too cool. Wait a minute. Let me find out you got something going on because you're just too cool for school. And
Why
then
do I have to have something going on?
but
'Cause I'm
as
too cool.
I
time
was just
went
laid back,
by,
baby.
I was like, you know what? This is why I also married you because, you know, you really you're above all of the bullshit. So, and I have faith in my
Yeah.
relationship and what we have. So,
And y'all balance each other out because you are like very, very, I don't know, not just
extra.
outgoing. No, you're super
Extra.
confident, super articulate,
Mhm.
super like, I'm going to say exactly what's on my
Yeah.
mind.
She definitely is.
But you say what's on your mind too.
He
I do.
does.
You really
Yeah,
do.
I don't mind. I don't hold
You're
anything
direct.
back. Yeah, I'm
Yeah.
direct.
But I
Yeah.
think his
that's hard.
approach is different.
It
It's very
is.
different.
It's a little
Yes.
more subtle, so it don't make go come across as direct. But he direct.
Yes.
Yeah.
He's very direct.
Yeah.
And I feel like sometimes you have to have that balance because a lot of times, like in social settings, I'm the one that's like, hey girl, da, 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 da.
Uh-huh.
And then he kind of plays, you know, the
Play the
cool,
back.
you know.
Cool role.
Play the
That's
back.
Mike.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yes. So it's
Mhm.
like you got the superstar and then you got your
Yeah.
husband. You got the husband who is also very confident and very successful, but he doesn't want to
He's
be in the spotlight.
reserved.
Yeah,
Yeah.
he's reserved.
Yeah.
And I think that balance is good to have because you can't have two Beyoncés. Like,
Right.
and I feel like that's where a lot of these marriages go
Oh
wrong,
my
especially
God.
on reality shows.
Yeah.
So
I agree.
think about it. Think about it. Right? Some of the
100%.
men want to be the freaking housewives.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You can't have
They
two
do.
divas in a relationship.
Exactly. Exactly. So,
I'm definitely not a diva.
No.
No.
No, you're
Nowhere
not.
near.
No.
so how do y'all feel about like? Have y'all heard about the reality show curse? Like, you get on a reality show and you break up.
I know.
You
We
get
talk
divorced.
about
Yeah.
that. We talk about that.
We talk about it, but I don't think it pertains to us.
I know that's
Yeah.
I just be
That's right.
chilling. Yeah,
Yeah.
I don't do too much.
He don't do too much
No.
as it is. I also feel like Mike still doesn't anticipate like all of the changes that are about to happen. He doesn't have a clue.
Yeah,
No, I
he
don't.
He doesn't
know.
clue. But me, it's like I like overanalyze everything.
Yeah.
And so I do think about that just because you don't ever know how strong you are until you're put in a situation to
right.
have to fight.
Mm-hmm.
And I tell him that I'm like, yeah, everything's great today, but we haven't really dealt with a lot of hiccups to be able to know
Yeah.
what it would be like to be put in certain situations.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So, but I still say, I'm like, I still have the confidence and we have the foundation of what we built. So
Yeah.
that's what helps me sleep at night is the foundation.
I know that's
Yeah,
right.
that's
See,
dope.
the thing about being on a reality show is though, people like the fans, they think they know you.
Yeah.
So you're gonna have people coming up to you like asking you questions about you. It's not like you're an actress and they're like, "Oh, I love your movie." It's more like, "Why did you say
Girl,
this to that girl?"
yeah.
They're
Yeah.
gonna be approaching
That's
her. They're gonna be
scary.
approaching you. Like,
Yeah.
it's scary, but it really does
Yeah.
happen.
I think for me, because I know my man, I feel like it's more of the people that are gonna try it,
Okay.
that are looking to try to
Gotcha.
poke holes
Yeah.
Mhm.
into our foundation. It's more of that. It's not really us. I have confidence in us,
Right.
but other people who I just can't stand her. I don't like her. So I'm going to send somebody, or I'm going to try to create this or create a story or whatever. I think it's more of people going out of their way to try to like hurt you is the tough part about it. But I feel like we're strong enough to weather the whatever is thrown our way.
Right.
That's dope. That's dope.
Right.
It's dope the fact that y'all even know, like you already know it's coming. You know it's coming.
Oh, we know it's
Yeah.
coming. Yeah.
You
She
gotta,
knows it's coming more than me. I just be chilling. But I mean, it is what it is. Like,
yeah.
But I feel like it's gonna be
I'm-
more benefits than it is drawbacks. And I
Yeah.
feel like at this point, the world is your oyster. Like,
Yeah.
girl, you a bad
Yeah.
bitch. You just gonna do what you
Yeah.
want to do.
Yeah.
Y'all just can do whatever it is
Yeah.
y'all want to do and make this
Yeah.
your world.
Yeah.
That's how I feel.
And like for me, I feel like, you know, like we complement each other. I feel
Mhm.
like
Mhm.
nowadays women and men, like you'll either see a very beautiful woman and you'll see a guy like,
Mhm.
how did she end up with this guy?
Yeah.
Or vice versa.
Mhm.
So I think that's the other part that's hard for people is to get comfortable seeing like attractive couple.
Right
Mhm.
there.
Exactly.
And that's why like I feel like you guys are very relatable because you guys are a very attractive couple
Mhm.
where
Thank you.
y'all are equally yoked.
Exactly.
Mhm.
And I feel like, you know, I see a lot of girls where it looks like they married their sugar daddy, you know,
Right there.
or whatever.
Yes.
Right
But
there.
Yes.
it is
That
what it
part.
is, or
Yes.
you're marrying for the wrong reasons, or
Mhm.
whatever
Yeah.
the case may be. So for us, it's like we both came into it as our own strong individual self.
Mhm.
So for us, it's like the love part is easy.
Yeah. It is. When it's
So.
there and it's real, then it doesn't go away.
Yeah.
I just
Go
feel
away.
like
that's why we really
We're here for the right
we
reasons.
really choose to be around people that are that have the same possess the same similarities as ourselves.
That's right.
yeah,
Yeah.
It
exactly.
just takes all the confusion out.
Yes,
Mhm.
it
Yeah,
does.
yeah.
It
Do.
does.
Who needs a lot of extra shit?
And then
Nah.
it's like it's
And you
hard
trying
being
to kick
around.
it and
I
enjoy
just-
yourself,
yeah.
man.
Yeah, and then it's hard being around other people where like I'm gonna be fine. I'm gonna be on the beach with my little bikini and all of that. So I want to be around other wives that are equally confident.
Yes.
That or it's when you're around girls and they're just like, oh my god, I can't believe she wore that or whatever. My man ain't got a problem with it.
Uh-huh.
Exactly.
So her man ain't got a
exactly.
problem with it. So it's like when you're around people that think the same way, then you don't have to worry about all the extra.
Uh-huh. And that's the thing. Exactly. I feel like with Housewives, you came into a situation where people just they were jealous. And y'all think, see, the thing
Absolutely.
is, people be thinking like celebrities, oh, they so confident, they so happy. They are
The
not
most
always like
insecure
that.
ones.
The most insecure ones. And as soon as they see a threat, then
Yeah.
they want
Somebody
everybody else.
half their age, young.
Half.
I mean, she was born. I mean, some are born in the 60s.
For real?
I
I didn't even realize she was that old.
It is, yeah, 69.
Oh my God.
Yeah, like
Say too old to be acting that way.
yeah.
Oh,
so
yes,
it's
I
like-
mean,
I mean, you
like
would
that.
you would you,
acting
you
that
would
way.
think,
Or you
but-
would think if you're on a show like Housewives that you would have built an empire or been able to create some motion.
But they didn't have see, that's what I just said. She didn't really have the motion before she started. So a lot of these
That
women,
part.
they're not business women. They get on the
They're
show and they
not.
only make the show money. They
They're
make
just
some kind of
reality
influencer.
stars.
Yes, they don't have real
They're
empires.
not entrepreneurs
Exactly.
or business women.
Exactly.
And that's what's going to separate a lot of us.
That's
That
real.
is what separates.
Everybody ain't got the hustle in them.
Yes.
Yeah.
Everybody don't got it.
Yes.
They don't got it.
They
Like,
ain't got the
you
motion
can't
in
teach
the
that.
ocean, baby. And I still practice insurance. So people are
Yes.
like, oh, it's fake. It's, honey, the proof is in the pudding.
I know that's right.
Like, I sold my company. A lot of people are like, oh, I looked it up. You don't have your agency. That's what the goal is.
Yes.
That's the goal.
After you're in the business,
Yes.
They don't.
The goal
my
is to make your money
contract-
and sell
Sell
it.
it.
my
man.
contract with Allstate was for 3 years.
Uh-huh.
I finished my contract in 2.
Okay.
So that means that I hit all my numbers and all my goals and all the checkpoints early on. So I sold my company.
Mhm.
So a lot of people who aren't business minded don't understand
don't
that part.
understand that.
So
Yeah.
once
Right.
you sell your company, the goal is, okay, take your winnings and try something else.
Invest
Or
in
if you
something
want to
else,
start
yeah.
all over and open up another agency.
Mhm.
But for me, like that it was a great chapter and I was ready to try something different.
So
So I
what-
love helping. That's my love language, is helping others.
I know that's why you
Yeah.
have the agency Jumpstart.
Yes,
So-
correct. Yeah.
So are you still actively have your students with the agency Jumpstart?
Yes.
Yes,
So
okay.
I'm still active with Agency Jumpstart. I don't talk about it as much because it's one of those things where it's my baby.
Mhm.
And I feel like, certain individuals have thrown salt on my reputation in business and my profession. And try to.
I know
Try
that's right.
to.
Try it. It didn't
Right.
land.
Yeah. And the people that I work with, my clients, all the people that know me, they're all like, Britt, don't worry about that. We're all still here. We're all still supporting. We're all still getting what we want, what we need, what we desire, and the show must go on.
That's
So
right.
we
The
still
show
working.
must
I'm
go
still
on.
an
Show must
active
go on.
agent. I still practice. And I'm pursuing other business ventures. So it's a win-win.
It's a
That is
win-win. That's
amazing.
amazing.
Yeah.
And is
So
Mike super supportive of your other business ventures?
Oh, absolutely.
Yes.
Absolutely.
I'm
Yeah.
involved in everything.
He's involved in it. See, a lot of people don't know Mike's background is in IT. So he's a super nerd.
I'm a nerd.
Okay.
That's
He's a
super dope.
super
Okay.
nerd. Yeah. So Mike doesn't really like to talk about everything he's got going
I
on.
Me
don't.
But
either.
yeah.
I just stay to myself.
He
Yeah, I feel
does.
you. I
Yeah.
feel you, bro. Like
I
you
don't do a
gotta know
lot of
how I'm
talking.
getting
I
to
don't
it.
gotta do a lot of talking. I just kind
Let the
of
action
I'm
show.
always aware of
He's always in the
everything.
loop.
I'm always
Yeah.
in a loop, but I'm just not a big talker.
Yeah.
That's it.
So
I'm
Yeah.
a
Well
doer.
connected and well respected, but not loud.
absolutely.
Correct.
Yeah.
There you go.
That's the
Yeah.
best way to be.
There you go.
Yeah, and I think that's why we work so well.
You definitely
Because
work.
I'm the over the top one.
You
Yeah.
definitely are.
Over
You're the
top.
chill one.
I'm definitely not the
Yeah.
overtop.
What's your sign?
I'm a Leo.
You're a Leo.
What about you?
I'm a Libra.
Libra.
Oh,
Yeah, we're both
October.
Libras.
That's
Yeah.
crazy that y'all both.
You a
And-
Libra
and-
too?
Wait, when is your
No.
birthday?
No.
January.
Yeah, oh, you
No,
a
you're
Libra?
not a Libra. Okay.
I'm Capricorn.
Okay, you're
Okay.
Capricorn.
You
Okay.
October.
He's right on the cusp. I'm the 9th.
Are you a real Libra?
Yes.
Yeah, you a real
Yeah.
Libra.
I'm not a September Libra.
Nah,
I'm an
you dope
October
then.
Libra.
You got you something
You're a
dope,
real
bro.
Libra.
Yeah.
He said you
Yeah.
got you something dope.
You got you
Yeah.
something dope, bro. Solid hustler. You ain't gotta worry about that.
And that's tough.
Yeah, it's
Like,
tough.
Hard. Yes. And it's so crazy
so-
because
you won, baby.
You won, bro.
Oh,
Libra, you won.
Not a winner.
You better tell
Winner,
him, girl.
winner,
You better
chicken
tell him.
dinner.
Make sure he know.
Yeah.
That's
I
so
might not
cool.
cook a lot.
Now, don't get her
but-
mad now. When
I
she's
can
mad,
bet- I
she's
can
Ooh,
bet
mad.
listen.
Now, the man
Listen,
can be
speak.
mad. Like, you
That's
piss a
it.
Libra off,
We-
they can
Ooh,
they can go for 2, 3, 4 days.
We'll
You
need
know
a
what
whole
I'm
other
saying? Like,
bottle to discuss.
Okay, so
Yes.
Britt, you know how to move. You move real sexy, and I'm sure that Mike picks up on that. Like y'all have a good life. You
We
know what I'm
do.
saying? Private life.
Yeah.
How do y'all keep it spicy?
I don't know. It's just spicy.
I
don't
It's
know.
Very spicy. You know what? Since doing the show now, we like to put ourselves on set now. And like
Yeah.
What you mean by
What you
that?
mean by that? Oh,
Explain
shit.
that.
Oh, shit,
Mike is
Mike.
like-
What y'all doing, Mike cheesing? What y'all be doing,
Right. He's
we
really
use
solid about it.
we use like lingo and stuff that we've learned from now being on the show. And so we just kind of get into like a little character, a
A
little
little
bit.
role play.
A little role play.
Okay. role play.
Okay.
Is that fun?
Yeah, it's fun.
It's
Baby, we
fun.
gotta try
We gotta
it.
try.
Yeah.
So when y'all on the show, y'all in character mode. Ain't nothing wrong with character mode. You go in character mode, bro?
Well, it's not really a character. It's just
no.
we've learned a lot of different like
Terminology.
Yeah.
just it's
Okay.
Yeah.
interesting.
Interesting.
That sounds fun.
Yeah, it's fun.
I want to ask you something else, Britt. Like,
Yeah.
what advice would you give to women who aspire to be businesswomen and wives? Because sometimes, like, you see a lot of successful women who cannot maintain a relationship, right?
know.
Like, it's like sometimes it's either or. You can't really have
Yeah,
both.
I agree. I think probably the best way to juggle being successful and being a wife is understanding who your partner is, understanding what you really truly want. And for me, I wanted to be with a man that never wanted to dim my light. So I think when people get into relationships, they either take on a whole new, person where they're trying to be what their man wants them to
Mhm.
be, opposed to their man making sure that this is really who they're falling in love with, all different sides of this person. So for me, I never wanted to not be, all of me. And I always tell Mike, I said, baby, I love you because you never try to water me down or dim my light. And so I can be sexy, I can be fun, we could be in the strip club, then we could be at a charity event. So with me, it's all about balance and making sure the person that you choose is someone that's very, very confident and secure in who they have. And that's why I always, with Mike, whenever I'm online and whenever I'm posting, I'm always like, my man, my man, my man.
Mhm.
Is because at the end of the day, everybody can always say, I love the way Brit reps her relationship. She's gonna be a badass bitch. She's gonna be about her business, but yet we always know that she's respecting her relationship. And so I think it's all about making sure that you can have the best of both worlds. So that's my
Yes.
advice. Make sure you get a man that doesn't want to water you down, doesn't want to change who you are to fit into a certain box.
Yes. And I feel like that it's not always like that. A lot of men don't want their women to be in the spotlight or they don't want her to get a certain type of attention because they can't handle it.
Yeah.
But when you're confident within yourself,
Yeah, and
It
respectful.
becomes easy.
And
Like,
respectful. People get it twisted. No, you can't go out doing the same shit you was doing when you was single.
that's true.
No,
That's
you
true.
have to evolve and you still have to move like a wife.
a wife.
You do have to move like
Yeah,
a wife.
and
I
You
you
agree.
represent somebody.
Yeah, and you're representing your significant other. And that's why I
Yeah.
always tell Mike, I was like, it's not always about how you rep me to my face. It's also how you rep me when I'm not around.
That's what mean the
That's
most.
more important.
That's
more
most
important.
important.
That's the
Yeah.
very
Really is.
important
That's
part.
the most important thing.
Yeah.
And so that's the
Because
best advice I could give.
we in Atlanta, man.
They
These-
love married men.
They
They
thirsty.
love men that are
Some
off.
thirsty.
Yeah, absolutely.
we in Atlanta.
That ring
They
don't mean nothing.
Nothing. It don't
That ring-
matter.
Yes. And so,
don't.
They want the man who has the ring on their finger.
yes.
Because they're like, ooh, that
He
shows.
established.
Yeah, established. That shows. Yeah.
Established.
And they be
Yeah.
thinking they got the confidence like they can take your man.
No.
Girl, can't nobody take my man.
No.
It's nothing a woman can do on this earth. I don't care
Yeah.
who she is.
Yeah.
I feel like can't nobody take my man.
No.
That's right,
And so, like,
I
We
know
talked
that's
about
right.
like
Yeah.
I never feel threatened or
No.
intimidated.
Uh-uh.
And honestly, like, I like being around other beautiful people. Like,
Yeah.
Yeah,
I feel like
same.
who don't want to? You know
That's
what I'm
how we
saying?
feel.
Yeah,
We
yeah.
want to be around attractive couples.
Yeah,
Because if we feel that way about ourselves, then we want others to feel that way about
Yeah.
them.
exactly.
Yeah.
and I think like with like like having outgoing women,
Yeah.
sometimes people be looking like, damn, bro, your lady. I'm like, man, she
Is it
good.
too
I know what I
much?
got,
Yeah.
bro. I'm not let her walk over there to do what she do. I'm her.
Yeah.
I'm watching her
Yeah.
and you too.
Yeah.
For talking to me. I'm watching your ass now.
Uh-huh.
You know what I mean? But I'm man.
I guess the question sometimes is, do men or women ever ask you, is she too much?
That's a good question. I want to know.
they don't never ask that, but they'll
Insinuate?
there you go right
Yeah,
there. They'll
'cause-
never just come out their mouth and
Yeah.
say it, but they'll be like,
Is it too much for
they be
you?
like, damn, bro, she, like not
Like
like,
what? Damn, Rushy, what?
you know what I'm saying? Like, cause you got a
Finish your
strong,
sentence.
you know what I'm saying? When I'm saying like you got a strong woman, like you will speak up. Like,
Yeah.
it could be something that I finna say at the moment, but I'm so laid back. You be like, hey, give my man that bottle. You know what I'm saying? Or something
Yeah,
like that. You
yeah.
know, things of that matter.
Yeah.
So I'm like, no, she good. She a boss like I'm a boss. And I
Yeah.
respect that. Like,
Yeah.
I got a strong woman. I respect that. I know
Yeah.
she gonna hurt her own. And she ain't gonna
Yeah.
disrespect me in no type of way. She
Ever.
gonna hold me up to the high. So
That's right.
that's all that matters. You know what I mean? That's the only
Yeah.
thing that matters. And
You gotta
we
rep
and
your
we
man.
and we got to understand it behind closed doors. So
Yeah.
we go in public, it's already what it is. You know what I mean?
Exactly.
So
That's good stuff.
It's dope.
And
man.
that's why I tell even Mike, I said it's important to be around other men who value the same things that you value.
That's
It's
true.
tough when you're surrounded by your single friends and you're the only one that's on this pedestal because you got what they all want. You got to
Exactly.
sometimes be around other men to let you know, like, yo, bro, give you that real sound advice.
Yeah.
That your single friends, you
No.
can't go to a single individual for marriage and relationship
you
can't.
advice.
You
No,
can't.
no,
You
no.
can't.
You
It
even tell
sounds
them
cool
your
because it's
business.
your
Yeah.
friend,
Yeah.
but they cannot
They
relate to
can't
what you're
relate.
going
They can't
through.
relate to it.
So their advice isn't valid.
It's not
Not at
valid.
all.
It's not valid, especially when you're not going through it and
You
you're not
can't
living it.
you can't fathom.
You gotta
And
go talk to one
and
of
just dating is not the same thing
No.
as
No.
No, it's
as
not.
a marriage.
You know
No.
what? I don't believe in when people say like that's my wife and they're not really married. No, bro.
Yeah.
You didn't
Yeah.
really commit. Have you ever had that? People
No.
be like,
Yeah.
they be with somebody
Yeah.
for 5 years
Yeah.
and they call
Oh,
them their
that's
wife.
my wife.
It's
No,
not
it's
the same
not.
thing.
It's
Nah.
not.
And
That's
they-
a cop out.
That's a, yeah.
And it's the reason why you have not really put a ring on it.
Yeah.
So you cannot be claiming somebody as your wife or your husband because y'all playing house.
There's a
No.
reason why.
No, because you didn't want to
Yeah.
completely commit.
Mhm. I feel like people need to respect marriage more.
Absolutely.
Like people are using the word wife and husband and they're not really
and
married.
that bothers me. I hate when guys be like, "Oh, that's my wife." No, it's not. That's your girlfriend. No, you didn't pay the cost to be the boss.
Nah, that's
To
true.
be
You didn't
cost-
pay a
the
cost
wife
to
cost
be
or
a
now.
the
boss.
husband.
It do cost.
It do
man.
cost.
So when you say vows, did you just come off the heart with it, or did you write some vows, or how did you do
I
it?
just came off the heart.
Nah, that's
Yeah.
dope. That's how I did
Yeah.
it.
Yeah.
man.
Yeah, I'm not writing.
No,
How
I'm
long
not
have you
writing
guys
shit.
been
So I'm
married?
not writing
Girl,
that.
it'll be 10 years
10 years.
in this month. End of this month.
Yeah.
It'll be 10
Wow.
years.
Wow.
And it seems like it went by so fast.
Nah,
Like,
that's my partner.
yeah, like
Oh,
we just,
I love
you know, we've been
that.
on each other since high school.
Yeah.
That's
High
out.
school?
Yeah,
Yeah.
since high school. He was like my
High
high school
school?
crush.
Yeah.
Y'all were high school sweethearts?
No, I was crushing on
She
him.
wasn't ready for me in high school. She
But
knew I
y'all
wanted her,
y'all
though.
knew each
Nah.
other.
Yeah, we knew each
from-
other. I
Wow.
liked him, but he had another little girlfriend, some little girl.
Okay.
And so like we kind of talked.
Some little girl.
Some
That's
little
how
girl.
it be.
And so we kind of talked
She
on
gonna
and
hear
off.
this.
We talked on and off, but then like when we were 25, we
I
reconnected.
love that.
And
Yeah.
so we were together for like a couple years. Then he proposed. Then we got married like a year later.
I love
So
that.
we just kind of move fast. Like when a man knows what he wants, he's gonna make that
He
first
gonna
move.
do it.
So
He
even at
gonna
the
do it.
age of 26, 27, he
Yeah.
proposed.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And really, that's really
That's a
young.
big deal.
Actually, You
Yeah,
think
that's
about it,
super
he-
young.
he
To
was-
be
how old
that
were you?
ready.
27?
I like 27.
Yeah,
Yeah, 27.
Yeah, to be ready, that's strong.
And look
Yeah.
at y'all now.
exactly.
10 years.
10 years.
Yes.
I don't know if I would. That's what I'm saying. I knew I ain't want her to go nowhere. You know what I'm saying? I'm like,
See?
that's my wife. I
Yeah.
ain't know if
You
I
have to
had to
lock it
figure
down.
had to figure out the husband part. I was so young, but like I
Yeah.
knew like
You
hey.
figured it out though.
Yeah, I figured it out.
Yeah.
though.
It
Yeah, I
worked.
figured it out.
Because when he met me, that's when I worked in corporate America.
Yeah.
But I had my own 6-figure job.
Yeah.
I was driving
See?
a Range Rover.
See?
Not when he met me, but when we reconnected.
You
So
get
like
your own
I had my
bag.
own stuff. So it's kind
Yeah.
of like he had his own stuff.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And even at that young age, like we both had the same level of ambition. We were just
Mhm.
I
like,
love
we gonna go
that.
get it. Like
Yeah.
it's nothing that can stop us from getting everything we want in
Yeah.
life.
Mhm.
And when you have that equal ambition, like I always say, the sky's the limit.
Sky's
Yeah.
the limit.
You know, nothing,
Uh-huh.
actually the moon. Because if you think about it, like you are stronger with a partner. Like at the end of the
Absolutely.
day, if you have a strong partner, you put it together,
Yeah.
that's way better than just
Yeah.
being
And
by
that's why I
yourself.
always say, like, everybody got a partner out here. It's just about when you gonna find them. I don't,
Yeah.
you know,
But some people not ready. I
No,
feel
a
like
lot
some
of
women
people
are not
aren't
ready.
ready.
They
Some
may
men
not
are
be
not
ready.
Both.
Yeah.
You gotta be ready.
you gotta
100%.
be ready though. But
Because
your
you gotta
partner out
choose
here.
each
Like, I
other.
don't know how you find them or how you locate them, but they out here.
See, I don't think everybody
Yeah.
has a partner. I
You don't think so?
some people are not.
Or
Okay,
discernment.
this is gonna be controversial, but I feel like some people are not worthy of
Okay.
having a partner. Like some people are not. Some people are too selfish.
Yeah.
Some
okay,
people are
okay,
too,
Okay.
Yeah.
Like
Yeah.
vindictive. Some people
Absolutely.
don't really want to share love. They just want to be loved.
Okay.
Yeah.
That's true.
Damn, that's some real
Man, that's
shit.
true.
shit.
Like you
Look,
said,
everybody
I
don't
never
deserve
thought about
it.
it like
Everybody
that.
don't deserve
Yeah.
it. I know so many girls who like complain about he won't do this, he won't do that. What are you giving to him?
Yeah.
Yeah.
And it don't have to be monetary. It don't have to be nothing but love. But some women don't always know how to show real love.
Absolutely.
True.
Women don't know how to show real support all
Yeah.
the time.
Or what
And
they
that's-
think love is.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Exactly.
Yeah.
And to really be like, and a lot of girls not loyal. Like we talk about
I
men
don't
all
I
the
tell you
time.
that all the time about all the girls that I know that are not loyal
That's
You
true.
Girl, women be cheating too.
outside.
all
Yeah.
the time.
They
Be
be outside.
Be outside. And then when it goes
Yeah.
wrong, everybody's looking at the man.
No.
But the girls be having
Uh-uh.
skeletons in their
And
closets too.
the guys be knowing what they dealing with. So when they guy be
Right there.
outside, they be like, "Oh, I already know." The
Yes.
women thinking they're outsmarting the men when really they know all along. So that's why they not
tell
taking
all
you
the time.
serious.
Yes.
I'll
yes.
tell all the time.
They
not
know
taking you
what
serious.
they
just
know
having
what they
fun.
doing.
already
They know what they girls is doing.
Yeah.
They know.
That's true.
Yeah,
That's
you
true.
can't cheat them.
That's why I say you get a dope when you go and lock her down.
Yeah.
It ain't many of them out here, but you get a dope one that's
Right.
loyal. She can go get her own bag. She a
Yeah.
hustler. She gonna uplift you, give you that encouragement that you need to
It make you
go out
better.
and make you better.
Yes.
It make you 10 times better. I swear, dude. I
'Cause
mean,
Because I think it's hard for men to have strong women
it is.
Mhm.
because sometimes you're like, does she want to be my mother? Or
Mhm.
is she trying to control me?
Mhm.
Or is she trying to tell me how to live or whatever? I'm a man. You can't, I don't want a woman. But what really a good woman is going to make you a better man.
She gonna make
Yes.
you a better.
It's gonna make you a better man.
Yeah.
Yeah. She's gonna make your
So-
confidence go even higher if she's doing it
Yeah.
right.
Yeah.
But I have
If she's
seen some
doing it
women
right.
who really do like belittle men.
Yeah.
So it's not
yeah.
always like that.
Yeah.
But like you said, those aren't the good
Yeah.
women. The good women, they know how to treat a man.
Mhm.
Yeah.
They know how to make a man feel like he's in control, but
Right.
also give him support.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? You gotta have that balance.
That's true.
And some people cannot do that. So that's why I feel
No.
like some women, and I hate to say this, but I feel like some women, like once you get to a certain age, maybe it's you, girl.
And you're stuck in your own ways.
Not
And,
maybe
and
it
I
is.
tell
Maybe it's you,
And
girl.
I
Not
tell-
maybe,
and I
it's you,
tell-
baby.
Yeah, and I try to
That's you,
tell
baby.
my single friends, I'm like, sweetheart, in order to attract the type of man that you want, you've got to switch up something within yourself.
There you go.
Yes.
So you're only gonna attract what you're interested in.
There you
Yes.
go.
So until you change what
Yes.
you're attracted to, then you're not gonna meet the man that's for you.
Man, I'm
Yes.
glad to hear you say that because there's so many
Yeah.
women, they'll say it loud. There's
Yeah.
so many
All
trash
these
men out.
dudes
I'll be
ain't
like,
this or they're
oh,
not
shit.
that. Well, baby, tell me the last 3 guys you dated. Let's
Come
talk
on
about
now.
that.
Come on now.
Let's
And
see.
why they all like this?
Like
Why they
this.
all
Yeah.
like that? Like, why you think like
Right,
You ain't
right.
looked in the mirror
Yeah.
like
And
They
then
ain't
you
looking in
gotta
the
you
mirror.
gotta be mature enough to know that that's a dead end. That relationship isn't going to come to the level of marriage. It's not gonna happen. It's not for you because you're not choosing the right man.
Right.
Mhm.
So
Right. So, Mike, what do you think about, I guess, like, what advice would you give to a woman who is in a situation where she feels like all the men she's ever talked to just were not worthy, they not stuff, it's
Yeah.
not her. Like, I don't know. I guess because I asked you because I feel like you seem to be really confident about you and Brit's relationship. You seem
Right.
to be really, I don't know, like you have a really good perspective, I feel like, on relationships. And Brit, she's praising the way that you are able to just be there for her and let her
yeah.
shine. What advice would you give to women who it's not me, it's them, but they're going through these same patterns in relationships?
I mean, they're delusional. I'll tell you
That's
why.
not
There you
advice.
go, right there, bro. You said it.
I'm
Bro,
just-
I was
I'm
waiting
just
for you to
being
say the
honest.
right answer. There you go, bro.
Stop being
They-
delusional
There you
again.
go, bro.
They're doing
There
the
you
same
go.
thing. They're doing the same thing, expecting a different result.
There you
That's the
go.
definition of
it.
insanity, right?
Yeah. Yep.
That's the definition
There you
of
go,
insanity.
right
I
there,
say that
bro.
all the time.
You could have
They
said a
do.
better answer.
And I'll tell you some real ass shit. What I talked to Mike about, I said, the version I get of my man, my husband, is not the version that other women has
Mm-mm.
received.
Nope.
Because what I bring out of him, he wants to come that much harder for me.
Come on
So
now.
if you say, oh, well, I dated him and he wants shit to you,
You.
sweetheart,
Okay.
because you weren't
wasn't
worthy
shit, bitch.
of him
Yeah,
having
that's what we
to
wanna
do what
say.
was needed.
Preach.
He didn't find you worthy of
that
doing
wa-
more. So the
Right.
version that you got of him is not the version that I received and I'm currently receiving.
Woo, that's
And gonna
dope.
keep receiving.
And gonna keep
There
receiving.
you go. There you go.
No, that's right.
Oh,
So, like,
man.
yeah, and I
I like
agree.
that
But
answer.
at the same
Yeah.
time, I'm gonna be honest. The version that he has of me, no other man has ever gotten either.
And don't I tell you that
You do.
all the
Yeah,
All the
time?
time.
Yeah.
I say you getting a version that nobody else has ever seen.
I know I'm
Ever.
giving you
I
a
never
different
did
version.
this stuff for nobody else.
Yeah.
They never made me want to do this. Before
That
him, I
part.
never aspired to be married. I wasn't like, I'm gonna get married, I'm gonna have kids.
Yeah.
I was like, I'm gonna go out here, I'm gonna have a business, I'm gonna make my own money,
Yeah.
I'm gonna be rich.
Yeah.
He made me want to get married and
Yeah.
have kids.
I was like, I'm gonna be the fine auntie with the poodle traveling the world. And when I got with him, I was like,
okay.
That's my man.
yeah.
Nah, that's
So-
dope. That's
Yeah.
super dope.
Yeah.
So
That's
before
super dope.
Brit, did you think you would get remarried?
No.
No. So
He
she
said
changed
that
her mind.
multiple
I said that
times. He was
multiple
like,
times.
Wasn't
Really?
even- it wasn't looking, was you? I
No.
tell all the time, men don't just like. Oh,
No,
I'm
they
looking
don't look for a
wife.
wife.
They don't
No,
look for
no,
wives.
Nah, no God does
I
that.
said, if you find a
I
dude
didn't
that
know
wake
that.
up and look for a wife,
He's-
something wrong with
Right.
him.
Something
Some
wrong,
shit
yeah.
Right.
going on with him mentally.
I didn't
Right.
know that.
Hell yeah, ain't
Guys
no
don't
man
look
Guys
for a
wake
don't
wife.
look for wives.
Wake
They
up
just
looking for
fall out the
wives.
sky.
Yeah,
I
like
had
that's
no
how when we
idea.
that's how
'Cause
we
when
know
you
when we
know,
meet one
yeah.
that like give us that feeling,
Then
we
that's
know
the
it's
one.
real. Cause
Yeah.
that's not a feeling that a man just like I got him. I'm so successful.
I
Everything's
just
going
want to
right.
find a
Where's my
wife.
wife? I'm looking like hell no. They don't go like
It don't work that
it
way.
don't work that way.
I did not
I was
know
telling her
that.
that the other day, like it don't work that way, baby. Men,
Yeah.
real, no, we don't think like that. Like no, but that's how we know once we
Yeah.
do see something real that's dope, and
Yeah.
we don't want to get away from. Like oh, that's my wife. I know that
That's how we
feeling. I ain't
know.
never felt this way
Yeah.
before. You know what I mean?
He's right.
Dang, I
He
had
hit it
no
right on the
idea.
head.
That's
yeah, I
real.
ain't never felt this way.
Because
like,
Mike was like, I would have never saw myself getting married. again
Hell
until
no.
he
Hell
met
no.
me.
hell no.
No.
Like,
And then I was like, well, what about the other women that you dated? Like, was any of them like wife worthy? And he was just like, they was cool,
They
but
was cool.
but,
they was
like,
cool.
I didn't even look. I didn't go in and look at like I want to be with her fam.
Yeah.
I'm looking like shit. Hell no. But that's why when that feeling come across, you like this some shit I can't even shake. Like,
Yeah.
like God sent her to me.
And then you
Let me-
can't live without it. And then
Yeah,
you
that's
feel
what I
like
said,
married
you'll-
women can't live without.
Yeah, like
Yeah.
that's,
we
that's
can't
real.
we can't breathe without
You
each
can't
other.
make you can't make this shit
Goodness.
up. Yeah,
I
that's dope, bro.
promise.
That's dope. I swear it is. Like
Yeah.
this
That's
is my
so good.
partner. Like and that's
Yeah.
why when I see this, I look at it like it's so dope. Cause
Yeah,
I
that
know
make me so happy.
Like we like being around other like-minded people
Yes.
because it's rare.
It's
It's a
very rare.
rarity.
Very rare.
It's a rarity for people to even have what we have.
no, that is.
So we feel like those people should be protected.
Yeah.
I
So
do
when we're
too.
around our other friends, couples that are like all about each other, we're just like, oh, we love
That's
them
dope. We
Yes.
because they're
dope.
all about them, and we could be all about us, and we can all
Yeah.
be in a space
And
that feels
it won't look
protected.
It
weird.
It
won't
It
look
won't
won't
be
feel
weird.
weird
weird.
because typically we'll go out with single people and they'll be like, "Oh my God, so tell us about how you met and tell us about so what type of man should we be looking for?" It just becomes a show
Yeah.
of us giving them advice, and we're just like, nah, we want to be around other people that
Exactly.
got the same juice that we got.
The same
That's
juice.
real.
That is
Yeah.
That's real.
beautiful. I
That's
love
real.
Yeah,
it.
yeah.
I love it. I don't know. I feel like we know a lot of married couples, but I've never seen it like this.
Yeah.
Not quite like this.
Yeah.
I'm trying to
Yeah.
think, but no,
No,
I
because it-
haven't.
Or
Because
happy couples.
we-
We're
Yeah.
not around, or
You
we'll be around
happy.
people that are married and they don't look happy.
there
Or
you
they're
go
trying
right
to
there.
escape each other all the
Exactly.
time. Oh, my wife out of town. Yes.
Yes.
And we're
Yeah.
like, we don't. How many places have I gone without you since we've been together? Twice?
Maybe twice.
Twice?
Listen, I said, why would I want to go on a girls' trip? What am I gonna do at the end of the night
No,
if I'm
no.
with a bunch of
Man, I
girls?
got
That's what-
bros
that's
do
what
you,
I
hitting
do you
said.
like girls' trips?
No.
I'd never go on
No,
girls' trips.
I can do a couples trip.
Yeah, I can do a couple
Because
trips.
then we can also coexist with our significant other.
Yes. Like,
And
what's
it's not
fun about
weird.
being
And
with a
it's
bunch of
not
girls?
weird.
Yeah.
Yeah, but I can't do a girls trip. That's for single girls.
I always show up because I just never know what the fuck's gonna happen. I be
Yeah.
nervous, like, yo, all right, so what's gonna happen this week? Like, you know what I'm saying?
Let me be up- let
It's
me be
something y'all
right
want
here.
to share with me that I don't know yet. Like,
Oh, and they be threatened. When they hear Mike come in,
Really?
oh my God, they be like,
Yeah,
oh
they
my
don't-
God,
they
Brit's,
don't-
Why?
they
Brit's,
don't like
Brit's
that
man is about to show up. Yeah, bitch, my man is showing up.
I know that's
That's
right.
I know
Like,
that's dope.
yes, he's showing up, and y'all mad because y'all don't have the same support system that I have.
They are.
Mhm.
So it ain't for everybody.
No, it's
so
not.
and you can tell really quickly for people that have a healthy relationship and people who don't.
Mhm. It's
So let
quick.
me ask you
It's
this.
so like you
It's
can't
pretty
hide
obvious.
it. Yeah, you
Do
can't
you
Yeah.
feel
hide
like anybody else in your cast has a healthy relationship? You just answered the question. Why you gotta think that hard, Britt?
it.
She's trying to be
I'm
politically
trying
correct.
to wait. Hold
Just
It
trying-
on.
should be obvious.
Mike got the
To
answer.
be honest,
Just be politically
No.
correct,
That's
honest. No.
crazy.
I haven't seen it.
You haven't
Okay.
seen
But
it.
then again, I'm like, I don't know everybody's relationship, but just what I've
But you're
seen,
around it.
I've been around
It
some.
could exist, but she just hasn't seen it.
Yeah,
There we go.
it's possible,
That's
but
the right answer.
I personally haven't seen it.
Right.
And I know when Mike comes around, everybody's threatened. So y'all are threatened when you
And
see
I don't know
something that
why.
looks real.
Because of what she just said. They don't have the same happy relationship.
Yeah.
That's what made
But-
me ask that question.
But that shouldn't be a threat. That's the
Man,
thing.
A lot of
I don't-
shit in life
people
shouldn't
really-
be a
Shouldn't
threat. Like
be a
I just
threat.
told
Exactly.
you.
But that is the problem.
That's the
That's why you
problem.
have to be around like-minded
Minded people.
individuals.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like, it's
Yeah.
crazy.
Because things that you don't think about doesn't even cross our minds. It don't cross our minds. But then and they'll be like, why is Mike here? Why isn't your husband here?
Right,
Yeah,
girl.
Don't
right.
ask me why my man's here. Ask yourself why your man's not.
So they literally
here.
would ask you that?
Yes.
This is they don't
Yeah.
got no man or they
Yeah.
man is
No,
not
they may
wanting-
have a husband
Oh,
and
really?
still be like, why is he here?
Why not,
Sweetheart,
bitch?
your man's never around.
That's
So,
crazy.
I mean, it ain't for everybody.
How is it for you communicating with on the set with them with me? I don't know if the men are or not. Like
I just ignore them. Like it don't make me no difference. Like
Mike be like,
I'm
Mike is
saying, look,
hilarious.
I'm set out. I
He
got
said, "I
my goal.
ignored
I
him."
got a plan. I don't give a fuck what they got going on. That ain't my business.
yep.
I'm just here for this.
He mind
that,
his
and
business.
then
He be like, babe, oh, you ready to go? Okay, let's get the fuck up out
it's
of
time
here.
to leave. Yeah, that's it.
That's it. No, that's right. That's right.
He don't be
Yeah.
worried. He don't be knowing what's going on.
That shit ain't got nothing to do with
So
it.
No, that's-
it can be
that's real.
couples there, and he won't even know what they doing.
For real?
It just doesn't concern me. I just don't care.
Yeah,
Oh
that's
my
just-
goodness.
yeah.
That is
It's
so
just-
cool though.
I'm real big on what's my business and everything else that's
Yeah.
not my business. That's just not my
That's
business.
not my business.
I don't
Yeah.
want to
Yeah.
know. I'm not interested. I don't want to know the tea. I don't give a fuck.
I don't give a
Mike,
fuck.
he
No.
don't want to know women's business
No.
at
I
all.
feel you, bro.
Yeah.
It's
None.
it's just
He
not
don't
my
want
business.
nothing to do with
No.
women's business
Yeah.
at all.
But a real man
He's
shouldn't
like, leave
know.
me out of the
Nah,
combo.
Nah.
I feel like a real man should
He's
not
Nah,
like,
they
know
he's
shouldn't.
like,
business.
why? He's like, why is anybody worried about what Mike's doing?
Right.
Yeah.
Worry about what
Exactly.
you got going on.
As long as you ain't bothering my wife
Yeah.
or nothing like that,
That's
I
the
don't.
thing. I'm not
care.
there. I'm not ever there bothering anybody else.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Right.
So they should just act like I'm not even there.
Right.
Just leave me alone, and you
Yeah.
damn sure ain't gonna hear from me. I just don't be bothered.
Oh my
Mm.
gosh. Oh my goodness. That is so
Yeah.
Yeah.
interesting to me. Like,
Yeah.
y'all dynamic is really cool. oh my gosh.
But you could tell it's real though.
Yes,
You
Yeah.
can
but
tell it's
people
real.
You
haven't
can
seen
feel it.
anything
You
like
can
you can
this,
tell it's
sense it.
real.
especially on
And
that
it makes
show.
people uncomfortable if you don't have it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So then
yes.
my friends be like, "Oh my god, y'all are so cute. Get a room." I'm like, "Baby, like this is why I
Yeah.
can't be around my
Exactly.
single friends because we're too much.
Yeah.
It's a
Exactly.
lot.
We're too much. When you're this happy and
Yep.
you know you're this into each
And-
other and we look good and
Yeah.
we have fun and our families love each other and
Yeah.
it's like it's too much. They're
Too
just
much.
like something got to be wrong. Let's
Something
figure it out.
gotta be
Yeah.
wrong.
Let's figure it
like,
out. So
let's-
then you want to start digging
And then
and
making shit
poking.
up.
and making shit up.
And
That's the
make
part
it-
I don't like. Like,
that's
tell
the
the
part
truth
that I
for
don't
me.
like.
Shit
Don't
up.
tell the truth for me.
Yeah.
I'm cool with the
Yeah.
truth. Don't go lying.
And you don't know me. You don't know my
Yeah.
man. You don't know nothing about him.
Yeah.
So mind your business.
That's dope.
They just be hating though, Britt. I
Yeah.
swear, I
It's a
saw
lot
it
of hate.
It's a
firsthand. They
lot.
just be hating for no reason.
But that's the
Because they can
world. That's,
recognize a
that's the
star.
world
when
the
they
world
see
we
one.
live in.
That's the world we live in.
That
now.
is the world.
That is the
But
world we
it's
live
like
in.
going to be completely magnified because of the world you put yourself in.
Oh my God.
The reality TV world.
Oh my God. That's the part that I'm just like, ooh, what do we get ourselves into?
So with like after finishing recording, is this something you would do again?
I kind of don't really got much of a choice. I guess. I mean,
Yeah.
look, shit, we here now. We might as well
Yeah,
get
we
the
here
party going.
now.
Ain't no backing out. It's
Nah,
like,
ain't no backing
We're
out
here
now.
now.
yeah, whether
Yeah.
you did it another year or not,
Yeah.
it still would be there.
I
Like
will
the
say,
celebrity.
the part that I am excited about is I get to create my own narrative.
Exactly.
No
Gotcha.
matter what happens on the show, I have the ability to speak, my own truth.
Yes.
And
dope.
I think that, speak our own truth and we can create, our reality in real life. So
That's good. See, as long
no
as y'all
matter
have
how
each
we're
other,
depicted on the show.
exactly. And as long as y'all have each other, no matter what happens with relationships on
Yeah.
the show,
Nothing
it
matters.
don't even
Yeah, it don't
matter.
matter.
Because
It
guess
don't
what? At the
matter.
end of the day,
Yeah.
you're coming home to your man while some of them other
Yep.
bitches are going home by themselves.
Yeah.
Sure.
Or to
And-
their homegirl.
Yeah.
Hmm.
For the most part.
Yes. And so like
Not home,
you
girl.
They might be
It don't
going,
matter.
you might think they're going home to their husband, but they really going home to their friend.
Yeah, to their homegirl, like
To they
what you said, for
homegirl.
the most part.
I didn't even think about
She
that.
hit it
Think
right on
about
the
it.
head.
Think
Yeah.
about it.
I didn't even think about that. That's crazy.
Yeah.
About it.
True.
crazy.
They want you to
That's
think
true.
they're going home to their man. But if you married, why are you in the streets every night?
Mhm.
Yeah.
I don't think
every night.
any married woman and they have a respectable husband will want their woman in the street.
Oh, I know exactly who
All
you're
Every
the
talking
night.
about.
time.
Look,
Come
I
on
know
now.
exactly.
Come on now.
Because look, I peeped the same thing. And again, you
I'm
hate,
not outside.
but
I'm outside with my man.
exactly.
Sure. That's the only way
You
it
don't
look
ever
right.
really catch
It
me
don't.
outside if I'm not with my man.
That is very
Come on
freaking
now.
true. And that's how we are too. Whenever you see me
Yeah.
post, who am I posted with? My
That
man.
part.
Yeah.
And I'm always
I
like, bring your
noticed that.
husband. Bring your
Yes.
husband. Bring your man.
Y'all know I just got to keep it real. So I
So.
don't care. People going to be mad at me. But that's just, I'm just keeping it real because I peeped the same thing.
We gotta,
Oh my gosh.
you gotta be real with what it is.
Yeah.
Nah.
Well, I'm glad we get to really see some real black love play out
Nah,
on the
that's,
show.
that's true.
And I feel like because you are so low key, and even though Britt does my man, they still don't really know who you
They
are.
don't.
And
No.
now
And
the
that's
world,
good.
yeah, but the world is gonna know now. And like I said, even though it's gonna be invasive and it might not always be comfortable, you are gonna inspire so many people, like with your relationship. And I think that's why we started this podcast, is because we
I
were
love
super
that.
private.
Yeah,
But we really just
super.
wanted people to really see a real relationship, authentic point of views,
Yeah.
and like really show people that it's possible to be in a healthy
It's
relationship.
so much needed, though.
It
Yeah.
is. I feel like
Yeah.
I
And
feel like
it's
this
is
work.
definitely
And
needed.
it's
Yes.
work.
It's
Like
work.
me and Mike, we put a lot of work into
No,
our
it's work
marriage.
every day.
We
Every day.
communicate when we got together. Mike was a terrible communicator. He's a great communicator now.
I feel like Donna has gotten a million
Yeah.
times better with
Yeah.
communication.
Yeah.
I feel like the same way. We teach y'all how to communicate.
No, for sure.
Yeah,
Men ain't
yeah.
just coming off just communicating with women just
Mm-mm.
easily like that.
We're
No,
not.
we're not doing that.
No. Not
No. Off the rip.
off the rip. No.
Nah, nah.
So do y'all have, well, every couple has arguments, but like how do y'all, I guess, deal with any conflict within your household? Because I mean, it's natural. Like you're not gonna always get along 100% of the
No,
time.
you
That's fake,
definitely
right?
We're dealing with a Libra and a Capricorn.
Yeah. So how
So-
would you say, honey?
I would say in the beginning it might take 2-3 days to kind of gel, and then as time moved on, it takes 1 day to gel, and now it might be, so you want to go get something to eat or something?
Yeah,
I mean, that's just what it is.
That's
Like, yeah.
That's it. Like,
That's it.
there you go.
Food will bring people together.
Oh my
It'll bring you
goodness.
together.
So do you
Food
feel-
always
Or-
good.
Or liquor.
He'd be like,
A
"Are you
liquor.
hungry?" I'd be like, Yeah.
So after those moments of silence and giving each other the cold shoulder, then you
The
just
moments of silence,
Are rare now.
they're very rare now.
Yeah.
That's
I'm so proud of
good.
him.
Good.
Because we can
That's
argue
good.
by the end of the night. He's like, come here, baby.
Yeah.
That's
I'll
good.
be like, okay.
I
Yeah.
just saw a reel or a meme or something on Instagram that said that like women are more likely to try to fix it like a lot quicker than men are because
Yes.
men are too like caught up in the
Their
she's
ego, their
yes ego.
pride.
She
Yeah.
disrespected me or she's trying to control me or
she
shouldn't have
came
talked
for
to me like
me.
yeah. And women are just like, oh, that's my man, that's my baby. You know, even if they're not wrong, like I still don't want him to be mad at me, right?
Yeah.
And
yeah.
so men take a while to cool off.
Yeah.
And
Agreed.
women, we're just like, hey, baby, come here, I love
Yeah.
you. Like,
yeah.
we want to make up.
Yeah.
So to
That's
say that
us.
you make
Yeah.
progress in that is really big because
He
to this
has.
day, this
I'm
man
so-
still take a couple days to not be mad at me, but when I don't even think I did anything.
No,
Yeah.
she know how to get me going. And like they know how, right? They know how. If they want to make us, they the only ones that can make us mad like
Yeah.
that. They know how to make us mad. Like they know what
She
they
definitely
doing,
knows.
how they do it, and when they want us mad, and they do it.
Uh-huh.
Come on, babe, why you do that?
I
to
don't
me?
be trying to make you mad,
You know
Danae.
you, because you're the only one that can do
I'm
it. Anybody
very-
else, I'd be like, man, get your
No,
ass.
I
I'm
feel
driving
like-
off. I ain't worried about it. But her, she gonna do it because she can do it. She know how to do it. She gonna
Uh-huh.
push the button. She know the button.
Don't look at me.
She
Do
know
you
the
feel like she
button.
ever
Do
pushed
not
your
look
button?
at me,
Do
sir.
I
You
ever
know
feel
it.
like she pushed my button?
But he ain't gotta say
Oh,
it.
Lord.
Every day and
Every-
twice on Sunday.
Twice on Sunday.
Yes, absolutely.
Come on, man.
It's the truth.
But I mean, I think sometimes it's just like, I know with us, me being direct, sometimes he don't like it because it'll be like,
Yes.
I'll look him dead in his eyes, not elevate my voice and just say something that he just, they can't take
can't
it.
take
They
it.
can't take it. Cause
I'm
it's like,
a very assertive person. as well.
exactly. Exactly. And so
he
even,
be thinking I'm evil. I'm like, I'm not evil, baby.
Yes, you is. That's how I be like, you evil.
you
Yeah,
say
you
I'm
tripping.
evil?
Yeah,
He
yeah.
think I'm
Yeah,
doing it.
it's evil,
He be
man.
thinking I'm doing it on purpose.
Because you're
Like,
doing it
why-
on purpose. Because
and
you
I'm
know the
not.
button. You know the button. Why
don't feel
push it?
Why would I want to argue? Like, tell me what I
Right.
get out
No,
of that.
you don't want
Don't
to
I say
argue. You
that?
just want to see me. Like, you want to.
On tilt.
Why?
You want to see
You
me.
want to
yeah,
see.
you
She
wanna
want to see you on tilt.
That's it. That's
Why?
it. And when
What do I get out
there,
of that?
She be like, okay, I'm done. It's done. Okay. I didn't do nothing. All right.
What do I get out of that though? Like, why do y'all think we want to push our buttons? How can that benefit us? I think every couple deals with conflict, and I think the key to longevity in relationships is communication, right?
Absolutely.
It's like saying, I don't like it when you do this because it makes me feel this
Yeah.
way.
Yes.
And being able to hear that, receive that, and adjust
And adjust and fix.
and fix it.
Yeah.
It makes a huge difference, right?
And to
Is that
say,
right,
like,
baby?
I'm not looking or I don't want an argument, but like,
right,
I
right.
want you to speak your mind. And if you
Yeah.
ain't speaking your mind, if speaking your mind make us have a little, I'm cool with it. I love you enough that I have a little confrontation with you. Burn out, go to my little smoke room, come back, and we'll be all right. You know what I'm saying? We'll be all right. You know what I'm saying? Yeah,
I can bounce back.
yeah,
Like,
we can bounce back.
but it's
I
probably,
get over things quickly.
Me too.
Mike, he takes a little bit more time.
I did take a little
Yeah.
bit.
He's doing better now.
that is good that you're doing
I
better though.
take a little time too, baby.
But we
take a
have
lot of
this
time.
thing that we do at night, and it's called Go Deep.
What does that
It's
mean?
our Go Deep therapy session.
Go deep is
Ooh.
when she keeps me up till 6 o'clock in the morning. I'm not allowed to go to sleep because she wants to get it all out.
Oh,
Let's just call it what it
don't
is.
tell her
man.
about that.
Please tell me. Okay, go
Right.
deep. Did you learn
Yes. No, it's just I've always been a really good communicator
that? Uh-huh.
and like
Talker.
communicator
Same thing.
because no, it's not the same
Right.
thing, baby. Okay, don't.
Yeah,
There
there
we
is a
go.
difference between talking and communicating for
There
sure.
is.
For sure. You
So
can talk
with
all day
that
and not
being
say nothing.
said, all the things that we've dealt with over the week or just little situations that has popped up, little riffs or whatever, I'll be like,
Yes.
okay, honey, I would like to discuss the things that's been on my mind for the week. And he'd be like, oh Lord, another Go
Oh,
Deep
shit.
session.
Well, I
That's
can
what he
imagine.
says.
That makes sense.
And I said, no, baby, this is really important because as your wife, I want to be heard and seen.
Okay.
Right? So
Facts.
during these sessions, I'm like, okay, you've got to communicate. You can't shut me out. You can't, be on Candy Crush or whatever. This is the time where I need your undivided attention for you to hear me out, and then we make, improvements for what needs to be changed. And so he gets really irritated, but it's always ends up being good. And he's like, you know what? I like this, baby. I used to dread it, but it helps us work all the kinks out in our relationship
That's
and just
dope.
it allows for the small things to not fester and build and turn
Yes.
into big things.
That's dope.
Fester.
Yeah. Fester.
That's a key
I
word.
think that's a good
That's dope.
thing.
That's
I feel
dope.
like I would rather bring it to you directly, like
Yeah.
immediately, than to have to sit there and ponder and
Yeah.
then make my own assumptions about
Yeah,
something, right?
exactly.
So I think that's That's a part of effective communication
Yeah.
because your mind will
I
take you
like that
places.
effective communication.
Yes, because you can talk and not communicate, and you can communicate and not be effective. Like
Yes.
you,
Ooh,
you have to
I
learn.
like that.
That
Ooh,
was a
that's
strong
strong.
statement.
That is strong. Yeah.
But that takes learning each other to know like how you can communicate effectively with your partner, right?
Ooh, I
Like I
like
have to
that.
know that
Yeah.
sometimes if I say it this way, he's not gonna hear anything I said because he doesn't
Man,
like the way I said it,
I
right?
like
Not at
that.
all.
Yeah.
Effective. Ooh, I'm gonna go write that on our whiteboard. And we have a whiteboard that we write down.
In your house?
Yes.
Aw.
Yeah.
That's dope.
Yep.
So what do you like? What kind of messages do you write on the whiteboard?
Well, we just write out anything, like all the important things that can't get pushed to the back of the list.
Gotcha.
So anything that is a priority, I'm like, hey, honey, these things are very important to your wife. So I'm gonna write these on the board. So that way, in case for whatever reason you miss them, you can always reference the board. So that's what we always call the whiteboard. Is we put all of our notes, anything that is high priority or just important things, our feelings, whatever we're going through. Some days it might be he's had a long week. So on my board is okay, give him a little bit of space. Don't, instead of always, hey, baby, we got to watch a movie, let him sleep, let him rest. So just, all the things that we both want or need. I saw you look
I
over.
saw that look.
What? Oh, let
Oh,
you rest?
she don't mind let you rest, sleep.
I
she
let
don't-
you rest?
she don't
I
care
don't let
about
him
no
sleep.
Man,
at
she'll
all.
cut a light on, have her phone. She don't care nothing about my sleep. Oh, baby, I didn't know you was really asleep. You turned over. People turn over in they sleep.
Uh-huh.
But you know what? That's like a good old school like
It works.
remedy.
For
I
us.
feel like because most
Some
people
people do
nowadays are
sticky
texting,
notes.
but you
Yeah.
actually are writing on a whiteboard and he can visually see that
Yeah.
every day in his house.
Yeah.
That's
yeah.
cool. That's a
That's
good
dope.
idea.
No,
Yeah.
that's dope.
And
That's a
then
good
we
idea.
then we vowed to after a certain hour, put our phones on do not disturb
There you go.
to where
Okay.
like your
That's
phone's not going off through the night, my phone's not going off, or you're not on Instagram till 4 a.m. or whatever. So we have like our little like household rules, and that just keeps the connection and the vibe strong.
Y'all better take notes. Brit
Take
is
notes.
telling you
Take
how
notes.
to have a
Hello.
healthy,
How to have a healthy
fun,
marriage,
spicy marriage,
and
right?
spicy.
And
Yeah.
I feel like that's important. Keeping the marriage fun, keeping it spicy. I feel like that's like
Yeah.
vital to
Mandatory.
the marriage, right? Like
Yeah.
it's mandatory.
Mandatory.
Because who wants to be in a marriage where it's all work? Marriage sometimes is gonna feel like work, but it has to be fun. Like you
No,
have
You
to
gotta have fun.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Gotta
you
have
gotta have
fun.
fun with each other.
Gotta have fun.
Yep. Trips.
All
and
work, no play. It's
Yeah.
not cool.
No.
Not cool.
Dates.
No.
We still go on date nights.
Date nights,
Date
yeah.
nights, movie night. We still
Movie
do it.
nights.
A lot
yeah.
of trips too.
Yeah, we
Trips
do
are
lots
important.
of trips.
Trips
yeah.
are important.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I think getting
So,
out of your like comfort zone, out of your
Yeah.
element, and
Yeah.
just
Yeah.
seeing new things together, it just
yeah.
builds your relationship.
Yeah.
I feel
And I
like.
told him
Absolutely.
also that the thing that I'm trying to work on now is allowing him to have more personal time, because we do absorb a lot of each other's time.
Uh-huh.
So I'm like, okay, baby, I want you to be able to have your own personal time, because sometimes I feel like, are we too close to where like, do you ever feel like you can't breathe or whatever? I don't know, because like we're both living in it and it's always so much fun. But I'm like, okay, do I also need to allow him to have his own personal space, whatever
Yeah.
that looks like?
Yeah.
So
I try to
I'm
make
trying
an
to
effort
work on.
too, but see, we have 2 little boys, so it's like
Yeah.
it's
Oh, wow.
hard. Like
Yeah.
they're 8 and 5, right?
Yeah.
Oh,
So
yeah.
like in the house, neither one of us really have personal time. So
No.
the only way he's gonna get some is if I like take the kids. But I'm gonna be honest, y'all, like they boys, so they always want to be with their daddy.
Yeah,
like they
which is a
always
good
want everyone
thing.
with
That's
him.
a good
Yeah.
thing.
You know, it is a good thing when you have boys for them to be around their
Yeah.
daddy
Yeah.
a lot. So
Yeah.
I
Oh my
just
God.
I feel like, do you feel like you have any personal time?
No. Ain't no personal time.
You have no personal
No, but
time.
I,
Okay.
at this point in my life, I don't really look for it. If I
That's
ain't
how
with
Mike
you,
acts.
Yeah.
I'm like, wait till we
if
have
I ain't
kids,
with you, I'm
baby.
with my
Yeah.
little dudes. It's fun for me to drop them off at school, get them from the bus stop, and
Yeah.
I look forward to them type of things. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So, yeah.
Yeah.
It ain't.
Yeah.
My fun time is with y'all at this point.
Oh,
in my life.
I
know,
love
right?
that.
And
That's part of my life.
I'm telling you, I go out and I just be like, I call him, baby, I'm ready to come home. And it's not going
Every
out. It's like
time.
work
Literally.
type stuff.
She
Like I
telling
have
me
to do
about the
anything
party. I'm
outside the
here,
house.
babe. I'm like, enjoy yourself, man.
No.
I'm
don't
always
get
like,
no
I'm ready to
places.
get home.
Yes, I'm ready to go
Mike's
home.
like, go have fun. Mike be telling me, baby, go out with your friends.
Yeah.
Go on. I'm like, baby, I'm coming home.
That's the same
I'm
thing
coming
I say.
home. Nope, I'm ready to go home. I said, oh, it's about to get dark outside. I'll be home at 6.
That's how it's dark. I
Yes.
don't drive at dark, baby.
He knows that I am not outside after dark.
Yeah.
And it's not like he
No.
has to tell me. I naturally be
No.
ready to be in the house.
It feels weird, like
It
driving at
does.
night by myself. Like
Yeah.
it almost feel like I'm missing something. Like I feel unsafe or something. Like I'm just out in
I
the
feel
streets.
the same way. And he's like worried. He's like, yo, come on, baby. You a target. Like you a walking lick for a lot of these people.
Yeah.
So be
You need to
careful.
bring it on in.
Yeah, bring it on in. Let me
So-
know.
Dang.
Yeah,
So wait,
that's
though,
real.
with the show, didn't you have to kind of be on your own? Because you weren't always filming with her, right? So was there a lot of situations where you were out at night by yourself?
No.
Oh, okay.
I did feel safe with, production and
yeah,
security and
yeah.
all of that. So, and most of the time I'm never by myself ever because, there's so many people on set.
No, not on set, but I'm saying like even coming home at night. Like, did you guys have?
No.
Not really. Okay.
Because typically, honestly, I did most of my filming during the day,
Oh,
like early in
okay.
the
That's
morning.
good. That's
Yeah.
good.
Yeah, early.
Yeah.
call time.
Always had early call times. I'd be in hair and makeup at like 7.
Girl, dang.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Well,
It was
that's
brutal.
good.
Yeah.
That's good. So you always came home at night to your man.
Oh,
and-
I'd typically be done with my day about like 3:00.
Oh,
Oh,
girl,
you was
that's
there.
early.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah.
That's,
So y'all still had a lot of time
Yeah.
together during the day
Yeah.
and during the night
Yeah.
Yeah, for our go deep.
For our go deep
for your go deep.
therapy sessions, baby.
So it's crazy because I feel like when you are in situations where you're in a work environment, even like filming a show or whatever, like I know when I
Yeah.
do my media correspondence, the fact that I know I'm going home to him,
Yeah,
it
it's-
helps me get through something that I'm
Absolutely.
not really wanting to do. It's like, I can't wait to get home to my man, but everybody don't even have nobody to look forward to going home to, right?
And that's the
So,
part that's tough. Yeah.
They
That's-
don't.
It can be tough for a lot of people.
Yeah. Because then a lot of my friends be like, come on, girl, let's go out. Let's go get drinks. And I'm just like, my lifestyle is different now. It's not the same how it was when I was single.
Right.
So as much as I enjoy going out, but I be wanting to go out for lunch, for brunch, so I
Yeah.
can be home by like 5:00.
Yeah,
Right.
not on the night. Not on the night getting drunk. Yeah, no, that's real.
So
That's real.
Listen, y'all, this was like couples therapy, but like a fun
Yes.
couples therapy.
Yes.
Like I literally just learned some things from Brit and Mike. I'm gonna do some go deep sessions.
yes.
We're gonna do some
Deep.
role
Go
playing.
deep. Ooh,
We're gonna do some
spicy.
role playing. Listen, I learned a lot. So they dropped a lot of gems.
Yeah.
And really, I hope this episode helped y'all to really get to know who they are. But if you don't know yet, you're gonna see it on the upcoming season of
Yes.
Real Housewives of Atlanta.
Stay tuned.
And yeah, so I want you guys to follow Brit on Instagram. Mike is a little bit more low key. He probably don't want to drop his Instagram. I don't know.
I don't. It's at Executive Mike. I don't mind. It's like
Bro,
I'm not,
say it
I just
ain't.
be chilling. I don't do too much.
That's right,
Just
bro.
so you can stay tuned with, everything that's going on. Brit's Instagram is
Brit Eady, and that's BRITEADY.
Yeah.
Right, baby. You spell
And
it
don't
out.
y'all follow my man.
That's
okay?
right.
It's okay. Y'all can follow, but window shop. Don't touch. Don't like nothing. Just watch the story. It's gonna be all me anyway.
That's right. That's right.
right. Y'all, this is a prime example of beautiful Black love.
That's right.
And I'm glad that y'all are our friends because,
That's right.
like I said, it's good to be around like-minded
You
people.
gotta take a little couples vacation.
Yeah, we
Yes.
yes.
We
couple
definitely
trips.
do. We
Yeah,
got
we
to.
gotta document all of it.
Girl,
Yeah,
yes,
we got
yes.
And
to.
do some go deep therapy sessions.
Some
Go
go deep.
deep.
Go deep. You sit around like a fire on the beach or something like they do on what's that movie?
Ooh, I can see it
How Did I Get
now.
Married? Yes, I can see
Why
it.
did
now.
I get married?
Yeah, with
Oh
the
my
fire
God,
going.
yes.
Fire and each couple.
Oh, I love that.
Yeah, that's
I hope
dope.
it don't break nobody up
Ooh.
like it did in that movie.
Nah,
It won't
it
be
won't
us.
be
Or
us.
y'all
It
won't be
won't
us.
be us.
It won't be us.
Right.
You just
right.
never
That's
know.
right.
Thank y'all so much for tuning in to Love and Fly Shit. We
Yeah.
are so appreciative of all the love we get. We always gonna bring y'all the real deal, authentic perspectives on love and fly shit.
Yes.
Fly shit
So
on
love
leave
me.
and
your
fly
comments.
shit.
Yes, leave your comments, like, subscribe, and we'll catch y'all next episode.
Love and
Bye.
fly shit.